fucking shadow syndicate, basically.
Ah,
We're like the Thieves Guild. Think of the Thieves Guild in the aspect of like we don't want to be hired to kill people, but like we're not saying we won't.
Well, you outsource the killing. Come on.
I doubt seriously we even really want to do shit like that. We'd try to resolve it peacefully if we could. So, Carl, what is your character's name, good sir?
uh, fuck. Akamoto Kazuo.
Kimoto. All right, I can remember that.
Still.
Would anybody else have been a standing member within the society so far, or no?
Akimoto, also Akamoto is the name of the clan that took me in from off the streets.
Oh, okay. So would it be more proper to call you Kazuo?
Yes, yes, it would.
Ah,
I am
So-
not a lord or anything like that.
So
Gotcha.
something similar to that you would see, for instance, is if you look at like the leader of the area, the daimyo is Akimoto Rakuya. Akimoto is actually like the family name. Compare that to Western life where the family name comes
Hmm.
last. In this case, it
Okay.
actually comes first.
And Akimoto Akimoto Rakuya is the one who has sponsored me and is helping push me into the right path. But I am not a noble whatsoever.
Oh,
I
so we
have
definitely could have related because the leader of the Kiritaka is the one that saw fit to straighten me out in life.
Yeah. He is literally, what would you say? He's a benefactor.
That's
He
one
brought
way
me
of,
into the-
of looking at it. One thing that Rakuya is really well known for is knowing what makes someone valuable and also what they value. So he's as much a benefactor to you as he is going to hope that you help Lukaku prosper in whichever way you uniquely fit that. And to that degree, you guys would both be familiar with the fact that um, he has all sorts of relationships, whereas the normal governance might not actually openly ally themselves, like with the Yakuza family. That is not the case here.
Right.
What about the other two?
I messaged you a question quickly, Storytel.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Because I realised I've not prepared anywhere near as much as I should have. Still a lazy bastard.
Is
So-
there is there a
Just message
a
me,
place
Storyteller, it's
in
easier.
Discord that I can go ahead and put my backstory so everybody can read it?
We actually have our own little group chat. It should be called Minkai Group 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put that, and if anybody wants to read it, they can.
Absolutely. I think try to find mine and post it in there for everybody as well.
Okay, so we'll go into here.
I wonder if I still have that. It's just feels like it's been ages now since I did his backstory. And he finally has a chance to play with people that are actually going to show up on a regular stream. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna have more sessions in by next month. The the radar old group was going, bro.
Dude, I'm so excited. I wanted this character so fucking bad. Okay, there's the Vanara stuff. Where is Toke? Toke. Gotta be in that, right?
We're gonna paste that. Hopefully it sends. Haha, I did. It's not like my 2-page long backstory that I always do. It was short, simple, to the point.
Mine is not short nor simple.
Why do I feel like I hear my daughter crying?
Oh, there it is.
Feel free to check.
That
on
should probably be
before
something
we
you
get
should
started.
go check. Yeah.
Priorities.
Can I request the fellow player to go check that?
I forget how long this is. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to change that. It's not Kyubi anymore.
Hey, I never really thought of a name for my guy. I should probably figure something out, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should, Mr.
He's
Moonwalk.
nameless.
Mr. Cool. Needed to fix that. Thought I would. Wasn't sure.
I thought Error was a nice Japanese feudal name.
No, he's no. Sorry, you don't mean Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
is
I
clearly
was
a nice-
considering just calling my character. Well, I wouldn't call him Michael Jackson. That's a little too American. Just call him MJ. You know?
Jackson Michael. You're right.
Yeah.
Jackson Michael. No.
As long
Michael
as you
Maxon.
spell MJ with like 12 letters, it's fine.
J J J J J J. There we go.
I'm joking, of course. Name them however you like.
That shit sent it as a file. It was
Until I
like,
think of something better, I'm just gonna call him Michael Maxon.
Do you have any other questions before you get started on your end, Darkness? Or would you like to
I
say
We'll
whether or
probably
not...
think of something. I will probably think of something at some point. And when that comes up, I'll message you.
That's fair. Do you feel ready to state whether or not you think the party would know you ahead of time or not? You think you're pretty well established in the area, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, there'll probably have been like a few run-ins every now and then. I might have run into them.
Well, Darkness.
Well,
I think I need to know someone in the party because I'm definitely not gonna know anyone from around here.
You will almost certainly not know my character.
Okay, well, then we're gonna.
You don't
figure that
need
out
to.
now.
You also don't need. You almost certainly don't need to.
For
me
instance, Toke is part of the Kiritaka clan, which is the ninja clan serving underneath Akimoto Rikuya. They definitely would want to be buying poison from the Yakuza, being...
Oh yeah, no. That,
you know.
Oh well. First of all, let's say that.
I'm sorry, we have a connection here?
I am the Yakuza.
Oh, my good sir. My good sir.
We've definitely ran into each other a few times. That's for sure.
The Yakuza play a little bit more essential role than just bringing in poison when it comes to the Akaku Peninsula, as the Empress has tried very hard to bring the peninsula under heel without war, and one of the big ways that she tried to do that is through a giant trade embargo. It's made it almost impossible to actually bring any goods in, and so anything that is brought in, and probably brought in by the Yakuza.
Yeah, boy.
Smugglers for the win.
We raise the roof doing the one thing we're good at.
What about
smuggling?
you, Jekyll Maxon? Fetchling is an interesting race. I don't know if I've ever had a Fetchling. Maybe.
See, that's kind of the thing is, my character, just kind of by virtue of what it is, does not exactly fit in around here.
Okay.
Which is why I was like, well, either I'm here because I'm useful to someone, or I'm here because I know someone.
Oh, what is it that you do?
Is there any type of group that you would be interested in participating in, you think? I probably have a faction, and for any type of general alignment, for something you like, type of home base, type of group you would like to start with.
Is there a batshit insane one?
Welcome to the Kiritaka.
Hey, you've already broke up. I've got one for
Because you
anything
got to
to think
remember,
of.
like, I'm not currently running because I need to do a 1-level dip in monk, but I'm going to be running an Elder Mythos cleric that worships an outer god. So, like, you gotta think of the mindset my character's going to be in, which is going to be shattered.
A crazy homeless man.
Which is gonna be shattered. He said.
Yes,
He's a crazy
fragmented,
homeless man.
completely gone, cooked.
Quick question.
Before you go, Carl, just to not lose my thought, I'd say honestly the closest thing that you could probably find would be like groups that instead of fear Oni, worship the Oni. I don't know how much you know
Okay.
about the Oni.
Not really.
Okay, so I'll get back to you on that. Carl, hit me.
Okay, I need to
Okay.
go over my stats real quick because I don't think all that equals 25. You were doing 25 or 23?
It
25.
should tell you.
25.
If you click calculator, it should tell you.
Yeah, it's not letting me open it up.
After you plug it in for the
It's-
first time, it
Yep.
does that. But it might, the calculator doesn't account for your
Bonuses.
racials. Those go in after the fact to make sure that it's the proper 25. So make sure that what you're seeing now isn't just it accounting for your racials.
10, 10, 20, 13, 14, 10.
While he is getting that figured out, to tell you a little bit more about the Oni in general, as this is something that everybody would be familiar with. First, to go over the concept of the kami. Kami are like these spirits that are attached to objects, usually by a deity. So you might have a spirit that's attached to a river or a tree. And when I say attached, like their soul literally becomes part of the object. They are one with the object, and it is their duty to guard said object. The reason that I'm explaining that, to explain the Oni, is that Oni oftentimes are just a corrupted kami. They were once basically a good spirit, a protective spirit, and they have become a spirit that thrives on misery, flesh, pain, pretty much all of the most terrible things that you can think of. Once in Minkai's history, specifically in Akaku's history, they actually tried to lead a march. A ton of soldiers went down into the Darklands underground, following a path to assault an Oni city, and not a single man came back. So to worship the Oni in general, yeah, I think they'd be pretty batshit.
I mean, that does sound like it would kind of work. Yeah, I mean, like, the main thing for my character is that, like, again, it's, like, kind of batshit insane. Chaotic evil. Technically lawful because I'm monk, but, you know, that's just temporary. Also, I'm not too far across the room right now. I'm with my cat.
I can hear you. I had to turn you out, but I can hear you.
Okay. And then the thing is that, like, I can probably, like, just kind of fit in because, like, again, because I'm worshiping an outer god, their goals are enigmatic or whatever, so I could very much also be like, I'm working with another group because I'm useful to them, and at least in my mind, I'm somehow furthering the goals of that outer god. So that does add some flexibility. I don't just have to join the chaotic evil group if that makes things easier.
And honestly, no such group will exist right off bat. I kind of was just offering that in case there was any type of real faction you wanted to join that mayhaps exist. That is definitely something that may exist in the world, but it's not something that is as readily available as the ones I was originally referencing.
Yeah, I don't expect to really have a group right off the rip that's going to be like, oh, they're perfect for me. They also worship the outer god. It's like, no, they're not. They're not going to.
Yes. Like I said, if you were to go looking for such a faction in yourself, at least in this area, the most likely thing would be people actually worshiping the Oni for sure.
Yeah, most likely. And the benefit is, I think I'm going to be lying about what I'm worshiping, so I can just say I'm worshiping that instead.
Fair enough.
It's a much better cover story than saying I'm worshiping the other thing.
With that said, how do you feel, Mr. Chaos? Do you want them to know you going into this, or did you want to come in fresh?
I kind of like coming in fresh. I think that's a little better. Because again, then I can just lie. And then have conflicting lies.
And then have conflicting.
I don't know if that's not true the other way, but that's totally fine. In that case, we will proceed with. We're gonna take it from the time with you, Toke, and you will be the only one already at the gathering as the night is getting on. It's just about to hit midnight on Roma 7th, the official start of the Midnight Festival. When you are next to your Karataka, it's beside the flame, kind of take watching of everything, and kind of just very casually hands you a small note that says that they think there are at least a few malicious agents at large tonight. Probably at least one Matsuke. And you should keep a watchful eye.
Oh, itchy.
I would simply bow as I back away. I am going to go tiny.
Okay. I like it. Are you
And I'm just
familiar?
gonna cut it.
Are you familiar with the Matsuke?
That was the werewolf-like people, right?
Nope. So,
Oh
just
shit!
as a
That's
quick
what I get for assuming.
yeah, quick little bit of info is something that you would be very well aware of as a ninja. The Matsuke are kind of like the Empress's counter to you guys. They're like government sanctioned ninjas. They have basically your entire tool set, but they also have badges to get them a bunch of places that you would not be able to go, generally speaking.
Oh, fucking fancy pants. Okay.
They're kind of like the imperially authorized ninjas, if
They're
that makes sense.
privileged ninja.
Yeah.
So
That's-
the white privilege.
That's fucking ninja privilege for you. Fucking bullshit. I'm going to start circumnavigating the right side, and I'm going to work clockwise around.
All right.
And I'm basically just going to be eavesdropping at first. Oh, you know what? Before I do anything, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're doing your stroll, and I
Hold
will.
on, I'll do that as well, but I also want to do this. I'll take it.
Oh, stealth.
Perception.
Being small, you could actually manage to stealth pretty often. It would slow you down quite a bit as you're weaving in and out of crowds and waiting for crowds to appear, but it is doable. But you're putting so
Okay.
much focus into doing it that you're not actually getting to take a very good surveillance right now. But you are
Gotcha.
slowly making your way around here. Uh, with that, we will kick it off with you, Jekyll. As you come in, there is a older man with hands on both sides of a necklace. He immediately tries to put it over your neck, say, "For the Moonlight Festival." It's a little crescent moon emblem on the necklace that he's trying to shove her over your head. You there?
Yeah, I've just.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was to me. Sorry, I thought it was someone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Show Jekyll.
Yeah, Jekyll.
I mean, I guess I'll take his little amulet. I'm probably gonna immediately take it off and just pocket it for now. But you know,
Fair enough. As you walk in, you'll see that to your left there are a few tables with a bunch of bright lights and A bunch of people seeming to enjoy themselves at some games, at some tables. To your right, there's a bunch of people eating and having food. Further up, there are a bunch of people that seem to be literally cooking on an open grill and serving from a keg. Uh, Bunch of activities seem to be getting gathered and set up along the water, and a bunch of people are gathered around a fire. What would you like to do?
I'm kind of thinking. I think looking around is definitely in order. Although it sounds like I've kind of been given a description already. But what I'm looking for, I don't actually know. But I think a wander is in order.
Absolutely. Uh, if you're kind of just teetering around, there's definitely a lot of kids running around. Um,
Good thing I'm not a cleric yet, right?
Oh my god.
uh, Most of them are
They're
kitsune, so
not 10 minutes in.
they're actually in fox
It's bound
form.
to happen with us in chat. What are you talking about?
They're kind of hopping in and out of the brush, playing hide and seek, not minding no attentions to the woes of the human world. Uh, Seems like
Well,
there's probably going to be a story by the campfire soon. A bunch of kids are starting to gather around and are sitting around an older lady. One thing you
Kind of
notice.
thinking.
Give me just one
No,
second.
go on,
One
go on.
one thing that you notice is that there are a lot of different races here. Uh, like to a pretty astounding degree, even, you notice near the band playing, for instance, there's a kobold with a drum. Anybody who knows anything about kobolds, they'll kill your horse just to leave you stranded. They don't even want the meat or nothing. They're just some mean sons of bitches. So to just see everybody really embrace what it means to be a part of the Moonlight Festival, and that it's a time of peace and being thankful for what you have before you see what the harvest brings. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm kind of thinking if it looks like they're setting up to tell some kind of story, I'm kind of thinking you're gonna stick to the shadows here and be at a pretty safe distance, but I'm gonna kind of listen in on this conversation as I kind of observe the crowd.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna sit down, get ready for story time. What about you, Mr. Akiomoto?
um,
We'll say you're also
I
making your way in fresh to the festival, and older gentleman, hands on the clasp of both sides of a necklace, is gonna just try to shove it over your head. It's got a little moon crescent on it for the Moonlight Festival.
I'm gonna immediately cast detect magic on it. First
As
off,
as soon as you cast detect magic, it is almost like a rave around you, as every single one of the necklaces that he has put on in the vicinity around you has already started glowing.
what kind of magic is it showing
Divin
if I concentrate on it?
Divination.
Divination. That's typically good. All right, I'll keep it on me.
Okay.
That's typically a good thing. Um,
He looks a little startled as they all start to glow, and he just goes about his day.
it's
That'd have been great if
like
he
it's
was
all
like,
good. I'll just add a
the
little bit of
chosen
flair.
one of the
Just add a little
Moonlight
bit of flair
Festival.
to it, to the festivities. I made everything just light up a
I,
little bit more.
I believe if I go to detect magic, where is it here?
What? Hmm.
Oh, I guess I was supposed to actually make you do a knowledge arcana check just to determine the school of magic. I thought that was an easy one.
Oh, I can do that,
Ah, I
or
already told you, it's fine. I was looking to see. I thought you could actually figure out the exact spell if our eminence from any. Oh, identify its properties. Okay, yep, spellcraft. If you would like to attempt a spellcraft, you can attempt to actually identify the specific divination spell. that you are detecting.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So you were familiar with the fact that this is clairvoyance slash I can't remember the other word, but basically the effect that you are familiar with is that it allows you to either see from or hear from the item, but not both at the same time.
Okay, on that point, I am going to put that in my pocket because I don't need anybody to hear or see what's going on. That's a little weird. Um, and also, I guess the one of the progenitors of this festival, um, I'm gonna let them know, like, these talismen are not supposed to do that. Yes.
Okay. If you're taking a look around just as after you entered, probably the most notable person would be Rikuya himself, who is standing up on the stage just to the northwest there. Ping it for you on the
All
map.
right.
If you want to head over that way, you can let them
Yep,
know.
I would do that. Be like, I'm guessing he's over here.
Yep, right here.
Yep.
Okay. And as I do that, I'm gonna place place the amulet in like a bush or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, me and him definitely know each other.
uh, I like it. You kind of palm that medallion over the side of the stair rail there and drop it off into these bushes and come over to Rakuya. And
And I explain the situation. I'm like, has there been some type of magic cast on these amulets,
shake
or are they
his.
just supposed to be regular amulets? Because I detect divination and the ability for somebody to see or hear from said items.
He isn't one of ours. Hmm. You know how
Mm.
the Moonlight Festival can be. More people will be here today than the entire year. Strangers from all the lands. But it doesn't change your point. See
Um,
what you can
I
gather
get.
uh, on him, and kind of lean in real close to you to whisper in your ear so no one else will hear it. But he says, "Whispers on the wind say the Empress has men close."
Um, would I know who his? If I walked around and I grabbed his retinue or his the people to help protect him, could I do that as I'm collecting information?
Absolutely. Um, you will see that there are definitely more out actively on guard right now than there normally would be. Perhaps even maybe more than there would normally be on a Moonlight Festival. Uh, you could tell, he means his warning, and it'll almost strike you as strange, actually, take you back for a second, just because this is the Moonlight Festival. This is not a night where a blade is normally drawn even in a drunken dispute. People know the line, they know the importance of the night. And so to try to engage in a military conflict, uh, either side could be painted quite poorly, depending on how that escalated.
I got you. So again, following my instincts, Um, as I'm doing that, and I know there's probably some people around here that I can trust, and I'm assuming one of those is the Kurataka Yume. We've employed him, yes.
Yes, Karataka Yume is the leader of the Karataka clan. They are pretty openly and about. They make their presence known, in
You're
part
welcome,
because everyone
baby.
everyone knows they could be anybody at any other time.
All right, so um, I will nonchalantly get my way around, and as I'm doing so, I'm going to take note of the amulets, of course, but I'm also going to take note of anybody who seems like they could be out of place. And as also while I'm doing that, the people of his personal retinue,
Mhm.
I'm going to let them know, hey, be on guard. I found there's some crazy stuff going on with the amulets. And I'm assuming that they trust me enough that, hey, this is what I saw. This is weird. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you were part of the Akimoto line. That garnishes quite a bit of respect in general in these parts specifically, and quite a bit of animosity in other parts. But where you are now, you're in
Say,
amongst people who favor you quite a bit. Yeah. Um,
okay.
we will get back to you. Let's go ahead and finally get to you, my friend. Is that Ginzo?
Yeah.
All right, Ginzo. As you enter, once again, just like the two gentlemen before you, you'll hear for the Moonlight Festival as a older man attempts to put a necklace over your neck.
I will absolutely let him do that. But with like these pricks, I won't be taking gifts off.
Huh. You have yourself
What
a nice little moon emblem now.
what could possibly go wrong if I follow the instructions of nice old men that look like Gargamel from Smurfs?
As you enter, you see a festival that is kind of totally started to take off, or a bunch of kids sitting around an old lady, and even a bunch of older folk have started to gather up behind him. There's a story's about to be told around the fire, and then over to the left, further a bit from the fire, there are a bunch of bow stands that are being set up, little bows and arrows, and a bunch of white and black things. It's kind of hard to see from here, are being set up.
White and black things. My
Yeah.
favorite description for something.
It's real hard to it's all out by the water, so I mean, short of that, you really can't tell much more right now. I mean, if you
Yeah.
really want to, you try to through perception check, but otherwise from here, you can't really tell right now.
Yeah. I mean, also you can just go walk in. Yeah, I'll probably do a perception check just to see if there's a yeah, well, let's figure out what that is, but also as well, just see if there's any good old familiar faces around. Because these sort of things aren't to be done alone, you know.
Yeah.
Parties, you'll find the people you know first. And that's a 20. That's a 14.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 20. Oh, nope, that's
No, I got it mixed up with the other one.
Oh.
So the first thing that you will notice is that a smaller, little size monkey man is trying to sneakily blend in with people and is kind of looking like an obtuse sore thumb trying to blend in the middle of fucking no cover whatsoever, kind of just hanging out over here.
Why would that ever raise suspicion? I don't know monkey people.
Seems to be. Oh, you went back here. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
That was going to be my next position for the next perception check, so I could have stopped there for sure.
Ah,
All right, that works. Yes, I mean that's the first thing that you would notice, and then it's still purveying around. You would also notice.
Don't pay attention to the little monkey man. I'm not even here.
Why would I
In
care about
fact,
a monkey?
if we happen to catch eye contact, I'm just gonna look over and just go and like hold my finger up to my lips and just tell you be quiet.
Not very far from him, you would notice one of the Akimotos, the son of Rakuya, and then you'd notice two more of the Akimotos over on the stage over there.
So no one of got it. Where's the nearest? Did I by any chance have I located the nearest spot to get alcohol?
Oh yeah. You notice that there is a bunch of different food and drink stands, and despite the fact that there is a donation chest off to the side, it doesn't seem like they're charging for anything. Anything that you give is given, and what you take is freely
Is
offered.
is this stand in the top left? Is this one of those alcohol places?
Yes, so there's actually a keg right here. You see
Yeah, I
that?
thought that's what that meant. Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
free alcohol.
And you aren't the only one. There is a bit of a line, but it won't take too long before you are handed a small cup that is filled with rice sake.
Dog. Gonna go stop by the water with it and just start drinking it.
You are also standing right next to where the grill was, so just to throw it out there, you would have gotten yourself a nice smell of like some rice cakes, for instance. They're like these lightly charred little cakes that are brushed with honeyed bean paste, and it caramelizes on the edges. It's like nutty and
You're making
warm.
me troll.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good, right?
Oh,
Describe well.
he's
I'm
got
currently.
he's got
I like how
multiple
you're describing
descriptions.
nice food. Well, the truth one is also really nice.
He's
I'm
got
currently eating
multiple
chicken and
descriptions.
chips.
It gets better.
I also meant to say, I guess, rice wine. Sake is just rice wine.
Yeah,
I
I know it is. Yeah,
probably shouldn't have said it the way I did before. I knew it
no,
sounded
you're
weird coming
fine.
out of my mouth. Um, but yeah, uh, you have to wait a couple of people, but it doesn't take long. They give you your little cup. A older Samsarin, uh, blue skin, bunch of wrinkles. It's kind of weird to see them get old in the first place, since they're a people of reincarnation. But
Hmm.
kind of just gives you a little bow. Doesn't really say anything. Just in respect to the Moonlight Festival.
Yeah.
He makes Avatar look
Because if it wasn't the
Avatardy.
Moonlight Festival, you've described it as he would be massively racist just there.
No, the Samsarins in general are not a racist people.
No, it's my
Uh,
headcanon, because you've said, because of the Moonlight Festival, he's just gently bowed, otherwise he'd be effing and blind at you, you fucking piece of shit.
More about the fact that they won't charge you, because usually they would charge some money. Tonight it is free. The Moonlight Festival is kind of funny because it is one of those things where they'll kind of just give stuff out, but if you were to overindulge, and then the harvest goes bad, you'll be the first person they eat. You know, if there's not enough
They
food
could
for
try.
winter, then it is what it is. That's kind of the mentality, but
They can try.
don't overindulge, basically. Um, all right, so you got your drink. You're taking a look around the party. Is there anything that engages you before I swoop back to the top?
No, I don't think of anything.
Okay.
Other than some strange monkey. But I'll stay away from that. Monkeys are scary, obviously.
And like I said, I think that you definitely would be familiar with said monkey, being that the Kiritaka probably deal pretty heavily with the Yakuza in this area, at least with your
Mhm.
family specifically.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay away from it. Might be one of those feral ones though, Can't take any risks.
Before
Hey, yeah.
before I take it back to the top here, I will throw out that if you hit J on your keyboard while on Foundry, you will have a bunch of little tool tabs. Quests has one in campaign for now. You guys are on the Moonlight Festival, and this will be able to
Ah,
update
shit.
as the quests continue. be some reveals, stuff like that. The next one over, lore, will have some different stuff that I can reveal for you, like the Kiritaka clan and Hashagawa, seeing as how you guys are connected to those. Let's see any
Master
other
Yume,
ones.
somebody's leaked our secrets.
They almost die.
Yep. I'm going to kill everyone. I'm a
I have bad news,
that's
gentlemen. I do not have the weight to bring a waffle iron.
it. Oh no!
Are you already using a masterwork backpack?
No, I have a common backpack.
He cannot afford a
Uh,
Masterwork backpack, is all I'm going to say.
I get my average gold for a monk is 35. I'm broke as hell.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just pass
He's
it here. I'll
broke,
carry
but
it for you.
he's heavy.
Not saying that won't change mildly quickly, but spoilers.
I think you're doing better in gold than I am.
What do you have? What class are you?
Wizard.
Really? I expect you to have more
Yeah.
money than me.
Oh no, they do spellcasters pretty dirty. Toke.
Losers.
I'm not a spellcaster. I'm a monk.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. They do spellcasters pretty dirty for money.
Okay, yeah.
I literally have 0.
So as I make my way through kind of like each gathering here, I'm just gonna kind of pop these out as I go.
Well, you should have started with some, Carl. But we could look into that.
He
But
did. No, he did. I sorted his inventory out with them.
Oh, he just means he has none left.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah, I think because I assisted, but we're going to ignore that part.
My issue now is I don't have the weight to carry anything. I not only do I not have money, I also don't have weight.
Weak boy.
Once again, just trying to overhear any kind of possible. I'm sorry. What was that?
It was nothing.
What is this 5 male humanoid? Hey, don't you fucking do it! Wait, no, don't you fucking do it! Oh no!
At a 26, I don't believe that there was anything ready. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the wind?
No!
So you're taking a look across the party here. You're trying to surveil your surroundings, and you know that there's only really two big ways you try to come at this gathering, either north or south, because ultimately there are some pretty dense trees on either side. This little party is
Okay.
kind of in a cutout, so you kind of put that into your mind, and you're continuing to try to get a feel what the night might bring, and uh, you feel like that guy near the front's pretty sketchy for sure. You don't really like his body language. He's an older gentleman that's handing people necklaces. He seems pretty off. Uh, Other than that, no one in this area seems too weird to you. You do feel like the Damio's son Rakuya might be starting to get a little bit too sloshed over there. He's already getting another couple of cups of sake. Seems to have already had a couple of cups of sake.
Light work.
I am going to leave the Akimoto alone, and I am going to push towards the Whoa. I don't know what just happened, but I duplicated. What I did was right click and move my map.
He said I
Shadow Clone
duplicated.
Jutsu.
I did.
Where
I
do you
don't
say
know
you're
what happened.
headed?
I'm headed towards the guy handing out things.
Ah, yes.
The gentleman towards the front.
Okay.
You still being stealthy sneaky?
You want me to stop there so you can do what you need to do, or do you want me to move?
No, you can do. Go ahead.
Okay.
Take your own move.
Right. I'm very afraid. I'm simply going to approach him. Happy festival, sir.
Just out of curiosity, Akimoto, as you're leaving Rakuya there, if you noticed this older gentleman being approached, would you also be going over to him?
Uh, he seems. Oh gosh, you don't have names above people. I forgot your name already.
Toke.
My name is Tope.
Yeah.
Toke. Okay, yeah. If it's Toke,
There you go.
I'm not necessarily going to interrupt the conversation because manners,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and Akamoto has taught me well. But I will uh walk by and be like, hey, when you get a chance, come and meet me over uh by the barrels over here. I would
Yeah,
say over here, but I was like,
will do, friend.
I've found some interesting information. And as I'm doing that, I would also, if I can find anybody of his retinue, um, anybody of Akamoto's personal retinue, I would just put them on high alert.
Okay. You like I said, you definitely see that there's more on guard than normal. As you're approaching, can't help but notice that they do have really well crafted gear. You really have to appreciate the craftsmanship that comes from the dwarves of Xinqiao. And I guess on that note, if we go back to Jay, one other thing that I can reveal for you guys is both a map of Minkai and of Xinqiao. If you click on the one of Xinqiao, it gives you an idea of the real capability of the dwarves in Xinqiao and just what they're capable of. Like I said,
Built that
there's
shit into a waterfall.
But we have a standing good relationship with Shinkao, right?
I see a very interesting thing on the Minkai map.
yes. So Xinqiao is what you would consider the capital unofficially of Ikaku Peninsula. 12 years ago, roughly. I'd have to double check on that. Um, it was taken by Akimoto Rokuya. It used to be run by dwarves, obviously. The sad thing is the dwarves that originally built up this city had escaped the Darklands. They were originally slaves, and they brought those slaving tendencies with them when they got to the surface themselves, and so those that were slaves started slaving themselves. And by the time that Rakuya ended up taking over the city, he only actually had to fell the top three. The rest of the dwarves were willing to accept that things had gone too far and that they'd become something that they didn't want to. And so they joined what is now referred to as the Stone-Bound Compact. Basically, they gave up their official rights to the city, but they run the mines, so they get to extract all of the actual wealth that is coming out of the mountain. But
Okay.
you're not just like allied with Shinkiao. Akimoto literally is like the ruler. He's got the top palace.
So if there's anybody in this community that I would not suspect, wouldn't be them. So I could go to them and also be
Yeah,
like, "Hey, this is what I found."
Oh yeah, dwarves, anyone on the retainer, anyone you already know, uh, or had any sort of contact with outside of tonight is pretty reliable because again the Kaku Peninsula as a whole is uh, pretty trusting of Rakuya. He's a man who's made his share of deals, but he's managed to keep his word for all of them. If anyone notices on the Xinqiao map, I did put a little beer mug to kind of mark where I imagine the Moonlight Festival being. It is kind of just at the gates of the city here, off to the side, right next to the river, off in a little cutout of the woods there. Give you an idea. I heard someone shout out something on the Minkai map. What'd you notice?
I figured out. I just saw a lovely red skull and crossbones. I've now figured out what that is, so I don't really care.
Ah,
That place looks
In
fun.
grasslands.
if you highlight,
Yeah,
if
I
you,
saw wall between two barbarian nations and went, "Yep, that's what I was hoping that would be."
I found a typo.
yeah, that is possible.
There is no mistakes in this world. Everything is on purpose. You're just reading it wrong.
It uses the wrong 2 at the end of Utari tribe's info. It should be TOO, not TO.
Yeah,
Well, you just read it wrong, man. The context is
Uh,
there.
I could definitely fix that. Anywho,
Just hands down, already, this is probably one of the best. Like, this is really good. How much work you put into this?
I
Oh,
appreciate
dude,
that.
this is his. This I wouldn't say it's his pride and joy, but this is definitely one of his babies. He's very proud of this.
yeah, Choke, are you gonna let him show you up like this? You gotta have something even better in yours.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you
Yeah,
kidding
you gotta
me?
put
I
even
try
more
to
effort into
plan
yours. You gotta show
something.
your best.
I try to.
Hey, we successfully followed your
The
plan.
storyteller also is able to work from the house, and he has a lot more availability than I
And
do. So I try to do what I
quick,
can, but
quick word of reference. I have a wizard's kit, and there is no way I'm carrying this wizard's kit around with me. It is probably
uh,
back in whatever living situation I'm in. All I have is my spell
real quick.
book, my component pouch, my crossbow, and my bolts. That is all I have
Imagine
right
not
now.
have it. Imagine
Am I
not carrying
shaking down
everything.
the amulet guy, or are you gonna pop over to somebody else?
No, you absolutely. I was just trying to find out whether or not
No,
he
no, no.
was
I
going
was just
to
I was just curious.
join for that. But no, you absolutely are free to begin that shakedown. You had
Two
asked him.
questions for you prior to shakedown.
Sure.
One, have I attended Moonlight festivals before?
Oh yeah, this is like I
Uh,
said. As long as you have been around Xinqiao, for more than a year, you've been to the Midnight Festival. It is
okay,
the biggest gathering of the peninsula. You got to think, people come by horse to just to attend tonight.
okay. And we usually have some kind of like listing for the vendors and everything like that, or is it kind of just like people just show up and do what they do?
People just kind of show up and do what they do. Like I said, there are more strangers in front of you guys tonight than there will be most of the year.
Okay. Um, and yeah, I would simply just approach him and I would just start by asking, I guess you know, let's start by asking who does he serve? Who does he serve under?
Sir, I'm just here to celebrate the Moonlight Festival. I don't seem to have missed you. He'll go ahead and just try to put a necklace over your neck as well.
I'll kindly gesture it off. What I mean, sir, is who do you see as your ruler, your leader?
Oh, Rakuya, of course. Go ahead and give me a sense motive.
I was about to say, could I sense motive that?
Yeah, I'll get a sense motive.
Would you roll privately? Oh no.
Yeah, he
Please tell me yours
definitely
is
seems
worse.
to be pretty loyal to Rakuya.
I hate you so much.
You rolled a 3 there. You can't say anything.
Oh, nonetheless,
Kind of like try
how
to
many
shake his
people would you?
hand. You're trying to gauge his pulse. You've lost count 3 times.
Hey, you didn't have to give me a little narration behind my fuck up, okay?
That's
Uh,
funny.
I would just like to ask roughly who do you vendor with? Which Where do you hail from? From the peninsula.
Vendor.
Are you with any of the stall groups?
I give these out for free. There's no sales here.
Well,
I
everybody
make
gives everything out for free here, but everybody also has somewhat groups they follow.
I make it with love.
So you're just okay. You're just a Moonlight Festival enthusiast sharing their love for it. Yes.
Yes. Is that so silly? Tezukio blesses us all.
Matter of fact, good sir, I think I will take one of those amulets if you don't mind,
I
and I'll just simply reach my hand out.
very happily hand it over to you.
With that, I am going to make my way towards my boy Kazuo, and along the way, Kazuo, you're going to see me approaching. I'm sure you're going to bop somebody else, but you're going to see me approaching, kind of fidgeting with the amulet in my hand.
We are going to Kazuo, so I mean, if Kazuo wants to say
Oh,
anything to you as you approach,
perfect.
that's okay.
Okay, so as he's walking up to me, I'm immediately going to grab the amulet and chunk it far away.
I'm just going to kind
And
of
going to
snap up at you and just be like, I know there was something off about it. What do you know?
people. All I know is people can hear and or listen through the amulet.
As soon as he says
Um,
that, I'm going to look back over my shoulder. Is the man still standing there?
Oh yeah, it's just continued to hand out necklaces to everybody who's coming in.
My God, I just saw the image errors used. Oh my God.
I just
Has he
googled an image.
I'm terrified.
so at this point, because he probably can uh spread information. I'm gonna reach out to him and be like, hey, get with your leader and tell him I have a sneaking suspicion about these amulets and a uh something is afoot.
Well,
Do
if
you
you're
let me
certain,
know? Do you let me know that if you ask that, I say Ryuk is set to be on guard and gather
and you're
information.
certain about the amulet.
I look at him and I'm like, did you really have to ask that question?
Just wanted to be sure, friend. As soon as I say, just wanted to be sure, friend, I am going to, oh, sorry. I am going to unsheath one of my kukris and immediately turn around and start walking back towards the gentleman handing out the amulets. As I go to step away from you, I'm going to say out loud to you, but why cut out the middleman? And as I approach him,
Don't
it's going to be no like violence immediately. Just kind of approach him from the back, and I am going to throw one arm around his neck with the blade pressed to his chest, and just simply ask him to follow me.
So as you unsheath your cuck and then get him in the back, I'm going to stop
Hey,
there, and
you
we're
didn't have to
going
say
to
it like
go.
that. You didn't have to say it like that.
Sorry, I was figuring out
You
my
didn't have
character
to say
token and I hear someone
nothing
saying
like that.
stab. What's happening?
No. So he's unsheathed his cook and then wrapped it around the old man's neck.
Yeah.
It's took him from the
kukri,
back.
All
kukri.
right,
It
all
is a
right, all
kukri.
right.
Whoa.
We're all grown ass men here. Calm down.
Hey,
I'm gonna
I'm just saying how the DM described it.
I'm gonna stop for a second, kind of freeze time for a moment, and we are going to
This is
have
my sentence
a
for talk.
exactly. You don't think toxic slid me a 20 to make sure your life was miserable? No,
You
I'm just
son
playing.
of a bitch!
A lot of people's attention are actually getting pulled away at the moment that you're choosing to do this, as much older lady kind of hobbles over beside the fire, and you'll see someone cast a spell on her. You'll go from seeing her mouth move and no words seemingly at least being heard or coming out until all of a sudden you can hear her very clearly. Her voice starts booming as the magic is cast. And she'll say, "Long ago, at a moonlight festival much like this one, there was a boy who boasted he was the finest archer in all of Akaku." And she'll kind of gesture her hand over to these bow stands that are being set up. And for those of you by the fire now that are watching, you can more clearly see that they are actually setting up a bunch of white and black lanterns that are being strung up. They have these candles that are being prepared inside of them. She continues, "When the black lanterns rose, he swore he would strike them all down, and his ancestors would have a clear road to the heavens." In the ritual she's talking about, they light two lanterns. One is a heavier, slower lantern, and one is a faster one. The black is slower and heavier, and it gets lit first. And then they'll light.
Black's always
Um,
faster.
Then
Where
they'll.
is this at?
She's
Top
telling
left.
the fire story right
sorry.
here, and then the archery stands are being set up right over here.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on then.
Well,
We can all hear her though. She had like basically like a megaphone spell casted upon her.
yes, she's been megaphoned by a nice wizard, so everybody at the Moonlight Festival will be capable of hearing this. And in fact, I was mentioning that even Toke, as he goes to engage this man near the entrance, a lot of people's attention have been pulled away by this voice.
Yeah, I'm still
All right,
focused
so
on
I'm
him.
going to hurriedly dash over there
Okay.
and do the detect magic again.
You will once again have quite a bit of rave magic happen as all of the necklaces light up, and there are quite a few of them.
I'm more focusing on what she's doing.
There does seem to be a spell on her. Again, if you focus on it, I won't even make a roll for it. It does just seem to be like a megaphone spell. Just
Okay.
making her voice louder. She continues her story, and she says, "His arrows flew true, thwip, 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 lanterns bursting into sparks one after another." The children are all kind of like, "Yeah, I could do that too." The crowd cheered until at last only one black lantern remained. He drew, he knocked, loosed, and he missed. That lantern drifted higher, turning slower and brighter until its flame burned in the shape of an eye. She kind of jumps to spook the children a little bit with her frail old body. She says, "It watched him. It followed him. He went home laughing, telling himself it was only paper and wind. But the next morning his family shrine was empty, as if all of his ancestors had been erased. And that, children, is why you should never pick up a bow if you were not prepared to guide your ancestors." And it kind of just starts to get herself comfortable again. You can tell it definitely took her out of her, even just trying to say all that. And she gets comfortable. You will see a bunch of children immediately run over to prove they're better than the kid in the story. As they pick up these bows and they begin to light these lanterns. Would anyone like to participate in the Lantern Festival this year? Basically,
I'm over here.
it just comes down to whether or not you would like to try to shoot a lantern out of the air. You get 3
Yeah,
shots.
fuck it.
If you succeed, then you have basically led your ancestors, spirits, to peace. And if you fail, you supposedly erase them from existence.
I want to know what's gonna happen. Let's go.
Okay. So we have 2 that are gonna go for it.
Not gonna lie, I really like Genzo. I'm getting
I
really
would
Machamp
not
vibes.
I might as well go for it. I don't see why not.
My ancestor, well, technically Akimoto, but technically not.
Yeah,
How does that work for me?
This is more of ancestral spirits, so like those that are no longer with us. But yes, Akimoto is 100% part of your family. I don't know where exactly in the family line. I'd have to figure that out. But you guys are definitely related. So everybody's running over. They're grabbing these bows. They're getting ready to go. And here you are, Toke, coming on over with your kukri and put it to his throat. Nobody's paying any attention to what is going on right now. Remind me again what it was that you said?
Oh, I simply asked him if he would follow me, please. I intend to bring him before Yume.
Okay. Okay. Um, you know, as you look
Along the way, I'm going to whisper to him as well. I know there's more of you.
as you look kind of look over at Yume, planning to go over there, they will make eye contact with you, kind of like they've actually been keeping an eye on the entire situation, and realizing what is going on, they're actually going to come over to you, realizing right now this is probably the most isolated area you could be discussing this with them.
Good.
Well, can I roll a perception check? Because Yume was one of the people I was going to talk to.
Absolutely. Although, you are grabbing your
He does
bow
stick out like a sore thumb.
No, I'm not grabbing the bow.
Oh, you're not gonna do the bow? then yeah, go
No.
ahead. For sure.
Okay. Because if it is, gotta remember where perception is.
The
And my
two
perception is horrible.
the
Part
two
of the dice, man. Ah.
Oh yeah, definitely not noticing just in the mix of all the movements and the people. You had an eye on her, they were standing at the campfire for quite a while, and at some point they just weren't at the fire anymore.
Oh, God damn it! A sneaky bastard.
You can let them do their archery thing before.
Yeah. So for the two that grabbed up bows, I believe it's two, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You see everything getting set up. There are a bunch
Don't let your
of
ancestors down.
Not
Samsarins,
yet.
these kind of thinner blue skin toned people that are in white hair that are helping set up. And they first are lighting these black lanterns, and they're floating up very low, and then they have these white lanterns that they're kind of lining up underneath, but they haven't lit them just quite yet. And just as these black lanterns are starting to go up, you're going to hear a very relic, kind of almost like the sound of like a toad croaking. Any bits? As a very large, actually, you'd be familiar with him being a member of the Yakuza. This is a member of the Yakuza that is taking bets for
Oh, fuck yeah.
for the challenge. You're able to bet whether or not you will shoot down your Black Lantern, whether or not everybody will shoot down their Black Lanterns. However, if anybody shoots down their White Lantern, all bets are forfeit. Yakuza doesn't want any of that bad juju.
Yeah, well, makes more sense. Where's Mr. Toadman? I need to go say hello.
Mr. Toadman is right over here by the boats. He's got a little stand where he's taking his bets.
Stand beside it and say hello to him.
You'll notice that you're familiar with Hikaru.
Oh, what a name! What a boyo! I'm gonna ask him how his betting business has been going.
You'll see that he has obviously the tattoo crest that represents the Hashigawa family, the same as yours.
Yeah.
His is just all the way as a sleeve on his arm, goes all the way up to the side of his face.
I just want to personally say, every time I see this frog, it's my favorite character.
Right,
I love Hedge Frog.
bro is
I do.
brolic.
It's so dope.
It kind of daps you up. You get a little suction cup plopped around your hand. It feels kind of weird there. You hear them.
Oh,
As the handshake lets go, and he says, "Oh, business is good. People seem to love to throw away their money."
Well, that's idiots for you. Someone's gonna rein in the profits, right?
You know, hey, you betting this year?
Ah, would, but I don't have the money on me.
Ah, that's all right. That's all
Uh,
right.
yeah. Otherwise, you know I would. You know me. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I wasn't saying that, but you said it for me, didn't you, big guy? Uh, um, if no one is placing any actual bets, then you may take your shots. It's just you can just roll a dex roll if you don't have a bow set up already specifically.
A dex roll. Dexterity
Yeah, yeah.
roll.
So you're gonna get 3 shots at it, and they're gonna get
Oh,
progressively harder if you don't get them. So we got
well, I
2.
don't think a 7 gets it,
You
right?
definitely did not get your first one. You immediately try fiddling with this bow, and that arrow shoots off into the river.
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense. Let's what number
You make it to
12?
promise.
Yeah, you feel like a 12 would have gotten it before. You shoot exactly where the lantern was when you fired the arrow, but it's floating. You gotta account for that. That arrow goes exactly where it had been, but not where it is anymore. And
don't let your ancestors down. You better hit that second one.
you,
Ah,
you,
ancestors, Manchesters. 20.
oh!
Hey!
And just as that white lantern is about to get caught up in underneath the black one, you see the arrow fly just above the fucking feathers of it whispering over the white lantern, and it hits that blank lantern and it pushes it off course, clearing the way for the white one as it hits down in the river. You hear a bunch of people cheering. We had someone else that wanted to do it as right, and you can do your dex rolls as well.
Oh, is that me? That
Yeah.
would be.
I think that,
All right. Let's see. I don't need proficiency with bows, do I?
no, you just roll dex.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think I have
it-
proficiency with bows.
I'm gonna roll a perception. I'm gonna roll another perception check to see if I saw that shot. That was a pretty impressive shot.
We'll say that these are specifically little training bows that you don't need proficiency for. However,
Okay. See, if it was a crossbow, I'd have no issue. But for some reason, I can't use a bow.
yeah, you looked over at Genzo doing this, and you matched him, shot for shot on that first one. Did just as terrible as he did. Let's see what your second one brings.
It's just dex, right?
Yeah, it's just dex.
Okay, just dex.
Oh, that came
Oh
out
no,
as a
this is gonna
perception.
be his first. I wanted,
Hey, you know,
I wanted to make a perception
was-
check to
Those
see
aren't
if I
mine.
saw that
Yeah,
20.
I just saw the dice. My bad.
Alright.
Uh,
First one is definitely not it.
Yeah, the 7 would have been one better at least. Yeah, so that same thing, you tried to figure out how to use this bow watching Genzo, and it ain't easy.
I can tell, yeah.
It ain't easy being as skilled as me.
And Kazu, no, you definitely did not see that shot. You're still trying to figure out where Yume went. You cannot find them in the
Yes.
crowd. Let's
I
see
get a
that.
second shot, right?
Yep,
Yeah, you get
go ahead,
3.
do that second shot,
Okay,
Jekyll.
okay. That's a little better.
Oh,
No, first,
you might have been watching Genzo to figure it out, but now you're gonna show Genzo up as you take a little bit more time on that second shot and then nail it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely no problem. Isn't even close to having the lanterns collide.
I am apparently oblivious to all this.
You were getting more and more frustrated as you cannot figure out where Yume went. They were just there a second ago. You swear to God. You'll hear some more people
Dishonor
cheer
on
out.
you, dishonor on your family.
And then we're going
Doesn't
to
that mean
roll.
all his ancestors are dead now? Something like that?
Do what?
Don't erase your ancestors
Oh no
from
no no.
history, man.
Kazo was doing perception checks to see whether or not you guys were
Oh,
seeing this shit. Like he wanted to see like if he was seeing you guys doing this.
Can,
He was just
Okay,
doing
I
perception
thought that was
checks.
his bow check,
can,
and I was like,
can,
yeah,
can,
he's
can we see him like looking around like an idiot by any chance?
Not right now as you were just doing your shouts, but maybe in a moment. However, what we're going to do first here is I'm going to roll for the children collectively. I'm going to do 4 rolls to see whether or not any of them, basically, whether or not things go bad is just if one of these 4 rolls happens to be a nat 1.
All the kids all just managed to hit the white one.
hey, one of
Dude,
them's a 20.
somebody got a 20.
yeah. It looks like 2 of those are
The
going to be
child
hitting.
prodigy there.
So this year, not only do they not hit any of the white lanterns, but they do clear all of the black lanterns, and you'll hear a bunch of people start to cheer out as your friend Ukaru starts to pay out a lot of people. Gambling might be good, but it ain't good for the house
Yes.
today.
You need to rig it a bit more, you idiots. Should have whispered in his ear.
Kazu will both notice all of the people cheering, and at the same time, will notice that Yume has joined Toke on the complete other side of the Moonlight Festival near the entrance.
Most importantly, you
Um,
will see the gentleman on the ground in between me and Yume, with my blade to
well,
the back of his neck now.
first off, that kid who rolled that natural 20, I want to meet that kid.
Okay.
I try to be like
Uh,
him, and if I see talent, I introduce him and like, hey, this what he did for
Fucking
me.
child prodigy
Like,
here.
yes.
He made the plan of recruiting to the Yakuza. Damn it.
okay. And, you walk up, and it's just a small human child. Um, Probably a boy, couldn't be more than 7, 8 years old. The bow was dang near as big as he was, even though it was a training bow, at least tall wise. Uh,
Yeah,
he's just
I'm gonna.
back to playing with some kids, ain't paying no attention.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, um, continue with your bow. I'm gonna try and make a diplomacy check on here. And when you get older, come either meet me, Kazuho Akimoto, or my father, Ryuka Akimoto. We might have a place for you. Because again, I try to recognize talent. Ew.
Cool.
I don't think
That
so,
would have almost been
I
really
think that
good.
child is scared of you.
That child is either terrified of you or thinks you're a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, Akamoto is talking to him.
Yeah, I mean the kid's just kind of like nod at you. It isn't even gonna disagree. You just immediately like
Do you like how?
you have like 3 seconds of being like, oh cool, like this kid is interested in what I'm saying, and then in the next 4 seconds you feel like
It's a
he's not
kid.
even gonna remember that he ate boogers yesterday.
Yeah.
But hey, if you follow up with them, maybe things work out for you someday. Um, Not a sentence
And
I
then
thought I was gonna say.
I guess that's what I and I guess that's wait that's not the kids over here. They're over here, right?
Yeah,
There's
kids
someone.
over here. This is where
All
Yes.
right.
all the
And
bows and stuff were. There is another ritual that is going on over here, and then I could talk about it as
It's
well.
called ritualistic sacrifice. Oh, you're talking about something else. My bad.
Um, yeah, I mean the especially the gentlemen that were over by the bows in the first place, and you now that you've walked over Akimoto, um, you know the Samsarin Concord is a group of Samsarins in Shinkiao that specifically like the city and feel like the city itself is a symbol of reincarnation. And they are kind of hosting their own little tiny ritual off to the side Amongst their group is a pretty notable figure. In fact, I guess the
Walkie. Oh.
size of this race here doesn't really do it justice. Let me fix that. There we go.
Shark bait.
Um,
Wah.
There is a river kami that is standing on the edge of the river, which, like I said before, if anyone didn't catch it,
Is that kind of a blessing or a curse? It's a kami.
Kamis are definitely considered on the blessing side. They could be a curse if they get tainted and they become an oni. Oni are kind of like the evil side of things. So, I guess as an example, real quick, just to throw it out there, if you guys go to your map, you look at Minkai, kind of scroll out some, you'll notice there are two named forests: the Forest of Spirits, and then the Sasaguri Forest. The Forest of Spirits is in like the northwest, and then the Sagari Forest is like the southeast. Or kind of in the middle.
If you touch the Sagari Forest, I will end you. Just putting that out there.
So here's the thing.
Love ya.
The Forest of
There's a
Spirits
fire on the edge of the forest. Got it.
is known for kami. At one point, the Empress tried to have or not like this Empress, but like a past Emperor, I should say, had tried to push an army through the forest and clear the forest, and the spirits just like dominated them. They had to retreat. And since then, they've respected the boundary line, somewhat, not to their choice. However, the Sasaguri Forest is home to Kami Lords. Kami Lords are a pay grade above Kami. We're talking out of game like a CR-23 creature. These are entirely powerful, super worshipped creatures. Like the coast here next to the forest, the Higashida coast, they don't follow the Empress or under Imperial rule either. They only follow the spirits there. Solely because the spirits are so powerful. So yeah, having a kami at the party, it's not unheard of. Definitely would be considered a blessing. But they are just kind of like a river protector, and the party does take place along the river, and there are quite a few people here, so you kind of get the sense that this is almost more about them standing vigilance than it is even a blessing, so to speak.
Okay. Standing vigilance in a good way or standing vigilance in a bad way?
I guess that would
Consider
depend
them an extra
on
bodyguard.
how the people go, if
All
they're nice
right.
to his river.
Since I saw the kami, I was gonna reach out to the two other men with the bows, but now that I saw the kami, I'm like, ooh, piece of candy.
Well, go ahead and talk to the two gentlemen with bows first, and we can get to that. We got time for everything.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to the two gentlemen, and I'm gonna be like, that was some fancy shooting. Not the best. The kid kind of showed y'all up a little bit. That's not very often you see prodigies, but I applaud.
Genzo and Jekyll, the man who is tried to enlist a child, is now trying to talk to you.
I introduced myself. I am Kazuo or Akamoto Kazuo. Um, are they wearing? They're wearing their um the pendants, right?
At the very least, Genzo is.
And so,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna nonchalantly look at him. And then the one who's not looking at the one that's not wearing it, I'm gonna think a little bit more highly of him because I'm like, this is a man that possibly knows. Um, but if you want, maybe possibly uh, meet me at tomorrow at my. Would I be at a tent or a house?
Oh,
Like, how far away are we from our home?
you have a bedchamber that you will be able to see. Just basically, you're sleeping in one of many a bedchamber available in the Capitol House.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow I'll invite them and say like maybe tomorrow we can get together and talk. Um, I see a possible future for the both of y'all. Um, and at that on that note, I will say enjoy the free beer, enjoy the free food, enjoy the festivities. And what would be a saying that would be said here? Like, and may all good fortune fall upon you.
That's good. Anything, about, a coming bountiful harvest would also be, a pretty common phrase, for now, for this period. Um, Basically, what's happening is all of the rice has gotten to a point where you can get a pretty good idea of what your harvest is going to look like, but things could still go wrong. So people start to get it in their heads a little bit. Kind of like the phrase "Don't count your eggs before they hatch." It is, that's a different type of word of wisdom that could definitely be spread tonight as people start to get a little bit in their head about planning out how much they're going to make off of this harvest, and it doesn't always come to fruition.
Mhm. That's more of a side of caution. I wish these people good fortune.
And see, the thing is in the area you're in especially, but for anyone that's in a agrarian society, um, one can be the other. It goes back to that idea of don't be gluttonous now, because if the harvest doesn't turn out as well as expected, you very well may starve. Um, in your guys' region, there's three big areas of food. Uh, if you're looking at the map, I did mark all three of them with a little water symbol just to make it symbol. But basically, you have all of the terrace farming, which is mostly done by the monks along the mountains, along the river there. You have a giant rice basin where a huge amount of rice is grown safely up north, just past the mountains. And then you actually have the area where people go out to fish and do travel exports along the river. Um,
Gotcha. Gotcha. It will be nice to know what our exports and imports are.
Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff for you guys. Uh, Jekyll, what are you doing now, my friend? You just saved your ancestors and have set them on a glorious path of safety.
Um, have I heard any interesting conversations happening around me? Anything of note, or is it all just kind of people doing people things?
Well, like I said, probably the biggest thing of note for where you had been standing doing the bow thing was just to the right to you. You see these people, light blue skin, white hair. They seem to be doing some sort of ritual where they are writing on a piece of paper and then they're putting the paper underneath a rock along the beach. Um, One of the most notable things, definitely, just being this. Uh, Quite a bit larger, about twice as tall as anyone around them. Fish spirit that's kind of just standing off to the side, but you don't necessarily hear anything as far as conversation. You do hear quite a bit of good music. There is a band that's been playing together, and you're not even sure they're like an actual band. It almost just seems like a bunch of strangers who've come together in harmony.
How are they still at this rock they're putting papers under? Because I'd be very curious to see what's on some of those papers, But I don't want to, intrude if they're still doing it. Or
Uh,
have they moved past the rock? I suppose to ask.
yeah, so you'll notice it's kind of like a one per person thing. They'll write something down. They'll take their piece of paper. They'll put the rock over it. Basically right there along the beach line, just shy of where the water would come in at, and they're just leaving them there. People are kind of standing and starting to talk, and some kind of just stand in silent observation, but they're not doing anything with them. They're not bringing them in. The water isn't quite reaching them. Uh,
Did I get an idea what this ritual was as they were talking about it? And like, do I know what this ritual is?
you would already be familiar with it, Casso. Anyone who has come to the Moonlight Festival before, and most likely would have. For you, Jekyll, if you want to try to get an idea of what's going on, if you roll a perception check, I'll let you try to sneak a peek at what someone's actively writing.
I would like to do that actually. My perception's not good, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Yeah, the dice,
The
the
low
dice
rolls that
love
we
it.
do the best.
I'm telling you, people say it all the time, and this
No,
time it's
no,
Oh
different.
-1.
shit! Oh
Okay.
shit! Oh, shit. He said no, no. It's a -1.
Oh, the low rolls are the ones we do the best on.
He said, "Hey, look, there's grass."
This is like
Well, is this
this is when you're convincing
what?
your
What?
buddy how you could cheat on a test and you immediately get caught. Uh,
Basically, yeah.
in this case,
Well, I was
the guy definitely kind of looks at you and does the exact cheating a test thing where he kind of just puts his hand over it while he finishes writing.
I'm gonna look away like I was looking at something else.
so is this like in respect to the kami, or is this in respect to what is it? What is this ritual right here?
So you would be familiar with the fact that this doesn't actually have anything to do with the kami specifically. The Samsarans kind of just flock around the kami almost in a fanboy sense. Um, you don't get the impression, having attended these quite often, that the kami actually enjoys the Samsarans quite as much as vice versa. However, the ritual itself, to answer your question, you would be familiar. What they're doing is that they have you write something that you would like to let go of, whether it be grief, a past relationship, a memory, a bad trait, whatever it is that you would like to let go of going into the harvest. And the idea is that you're not going to be able to let go of it right away. So you go ahead and you take your rock and
Let
you
me
you set it by the
go.
beach, and eventually the water will come, and eventually the water will wash that away for you. But you have to, you know, stand along the beach and reflect on what it is that you want to get rid of, and how that's going to happen. As long as you do that, but by the time it's washed away, they believe, it'll be fixed.
I would probably do. I would probably do something.
Yeah, go ahead. You absolutely can write something down. Jackal, you will see Casso, actually walking up, and perhaps he will just let you see what he's writing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can peer what he's looking at again. Hopefully without him noticing.
Okay, if you want to do it stealthily, you could try to give me a stealth check, I suppose. Otherwise, maybe he just won't stop you from seeing what he's writing.
Well, I'm gonna try and do it without him noticing. So I want to take a peek without drawing attention. So I will be trying to make a stealth roll here.
All right,
I
let's see
have
what you got.
stealth from this.
Staring at the blank page before you write down one of your flaws and
Damn,
place it
we wrote the
underneath
same
the page
thing.
so I can cast it
Mine's a
out.
+4.
He's got a little bit better of a bonus. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, you're a little bit too focused on what you're writing, I suppose. Tell us, sir, what is it you were writing?
Um.
Ish dish. Yeah, yeah. What are you
So,
writing down?
so what I want to write down, and this is more based on my childhood, because I'm totally thankful for what Akamoto has done for me. But before that, I was poor and I was impoverished, and I had to fight for everything that I kind of earned. and I want to let go of the hatred and the endearment that I feel for my prior family for putting me in the situation that we were in, and be more. They did the best that they could. They
Cool.
did get me the books and they did send me to the school, but it was.
The land was freshly off of Civil War, not long before you were born. Like I think it was like 4 years after you were born is when the Civil War had just ended. So it wasn't like right away, but I mean the whole country was on the heels of having just been in massive upheaval for multiple
Yes.
years. So
And it was just by luck that Akimoto actually saw me and had seen how good I was at the arts and science, I guess, and that I had a little bit of understanding when it came to, or I had the magical gift, but I didn't know what it was. He plucked me away from that situation, and I just want to forgive my parents because I do miss them, but I also can't stand them if they're even
Interesting.
alive. So that is what I do. Um, I want to let go of the animosity towards the one who birthed me and my father.
you will be able to see him write that on his piece of paper, Jekyll.
Yep.
Interesting, interesting. I will file this aside for later in my mind.
With that said,
And
it's been a little bit since we discussed you, Genzo. What's Genzo doing now that he's shot down his lantern?
thank you.
So obviously we've just had the child walk up and talk to us about a very questionable thought. I'm going to look at Mr. Frogman. I've already forgot his name, which is fantastic. And
Hikaru.
go
Hikaru.
and kind of laughingly joke with him. Yeah, imagine us having something to do, having a future. That's crazy.
Uh, you'll see, despite all of the gold that he paid out, there's definitely still a little can of gold for himself. And he's like, House always makes at least a little something.
Yeah. He thinks he clearly thinks we're something like ethical. Like what? No, what a loser. And then I'm
Yeah.
just gonna. Yep,
He said, yeah, it's a Moonlight Festival. You can't be too greedy. They remember that shit.
exactly. Yeah, well, that's why you run a fair business at these times, right?
And yeah, make bloody money every other day.
Exactly. You can always take a small loss to make more.
Uh, you always gotta palm a couple gold to the peasants. Keep everybody happy, you know?
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I'm just gonna bid him adieu for now.
Okay. He head you out to the party. You know, he's kind of finishing up, cleaning up his stand, getting everything put away, getting that gold carefully put into his pocket. What are you gonna make your way off to do?
Uh, I'll go over by the campfire. I haven't done it. I haven't been over there yet.
Okay. The band is playing not far from the campfire. There's a couple people dancing inside of a circle. You see some older people that time, starting to wear them down. One of the things magic's not capable of fixing, sadly. Uh, they're just
Mm.
enjoying the flame on the bones,
Yeah,
enjoying the warmth. A
yeah.
couple people's feet in the water, not too far off. Doing some fishing.
Yeah. And then just 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
You don't know that, but you can roll a perception check if you would like.
Sorry, I was just seeing what I spotted and just get summoned all of a sudden. I will be rolling a perception check, yes. Because that's piqued my interest, you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So what to the average person would clearly just be a large red man, reptile of some sort. Maybe who's to say really? You are aware, without a doubt, that this is in fact 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Oh, the 2 shorter guys keep popping their heads out to actually kind of steer and figure out what's going on, and the middle one keeps taking every possible opportunity to steal people's drinks, and it clearly has already gotten plastered. They're quite wobbly.
As soon as they've all sort of, like, the 2 bottom ones have popped their heads out, I'm just going to immediately lock eyes on at all 3 of them and just wave at them
Middle one,
to show that they're clearly noticed.
the bottom one is immediately going to try to hide, but the middle one's just going to wave back at you, look over, very casually, like with no problem, manage to steal a drink out of someone's hand from nearby without them noticing mid-conversation, and then it's just going to hand you their drink as like a bargaining chip.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna take that. Yeah, of course. I mean, what else? What else would a logical person be doing when you when you get offered a free drink? You know,
With that,
very
he's
impressive.
Not drink it because you're gonna get roofied.
just going to disappear back inside of the jacket.
I'm gonna say hello to the top one. How you doing?
He's already starting to scamper off, but you will hear him say, having a hell of a time in Draconic.
So he said words and I've not understood it. Got it.
Yeah, it's quite a harsh language as well, like, even, like, trying to compare it to German does not do it justice.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. It's about to rain and I got my windows down.
You do your thing, brother.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Have I set my languages? I don't think I have.
What
What do I can do
a
that?
strange young man. Does he immediately just start drinking?
You would also notice a tanuki, which is pretty rare, sitting and drinking some sake from a little
Where's Mr.
flask.
Raccoon Man?
Right,
Right,
2 over from you.
there.
Yeah.
Gonna go around to next to him and say hello to him. It's rare to see it's Tanuki around here.
He just raises flask, kind of just cheers to you. Ah! You can tell he's been drinking for a while at this point, and he's gonna try to get you to take a drink with him as he does it.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
This is my man.
Yeah. You two are kind of, sitting there drinking. You notice there's actually another kobold literally right next to you playing on the drums. It's a pretty rare sight. Most kobolds are pretty fucking mean.
Hey. Most importantly, it's most, not all. Some of them are cool,
Exactly.
like the drum player. Yeah.
To your side, the older woman who had been microphoned is kind of just enjoying the fire. Multiple people have come up to her and given her little gifts and said thanks to her. You've overheard that her name is definitely Granny Cheeks.
Oh fuck yeah! Who doesn't love granny cheeks? What a name! What a name!
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you had fun making that name, didn't you?
Well, here's the thing. At a game, I hefted it because I wanted to include the person who adopted Arashi. And then I named it Grandma Cheeks, or Granny Cheeks, because my great grandmother that raised me went by Grandma Chubby because she had chubby cheeks. So I just took, part of that and threw it in there. I didn't think about the implications that you sick fucks would have.
Yeah, I was
And
looking at that and I was a little concerned. I was like,
the very first time that it came out of my mouth, the very first time, I knew how I had fucked up, and I've just rode with it since. But it was meant
Man, we
as a memento to my great grandmother.
Y'all fucking assholes.
But could she
And she,
clap them?
and she has some fantastic cheeks.
That's it.
If you're happy and you
Campaign
know it,
canceled.
clap
The
your cheeks.
Empress wins.
You can't nickname someone. You can't give someone the name Granny Cheeks. And
You
not
show
yeah, you
respect
can't do
to
that and
Granny
expect
Cheeks.
nothing bad to be said.
Yeah, and also I'll have you know I will defend Granny Cheeks with my life because that's a fantastic name.
That's fair. That's fair. And she is a fantastic woman. Everyone clearly loves her because she is a sweet old lady, and that's why she gets to tell
Well,
the
she know-
stories.
I was gonna say she clearly knows how to tell a story.
Absolutely. Which is going to happen when you've spent your life adopting all of the orphans that you can. She lives, if you were to look at your map, there's a marker along the river there, right between two of the blue ones for the port and the spring, called Yarisuri Village. That crossing is a super important spot because kind of as part of the strategic importance of Akaku Peninsula, there are no bridges along the spring. There's just this one port built out to have a ferry that can run along to actually like get carriages and stuff across. And that's it. There is no easy way for a military to be marched in or out of Akaku, and it's obviously done like that on purpose because the Empress has a much larger army.
And that's why she's left Granny Cheeks there to solo defend the entire place.
Yes,
I understand.
exactly.
Because she's clearly the most powerful fighter, right?
Well, you see,
Strongest one we have.
Granny Cheeks actually runs a farm that's right there along Yari Surrey. 'Cause the thing is that crossing is right near the bottom of the mountain, so it's a spot where there's actually a rice basin at. Some of the water pools up, and it makes it super easy to farm. In fact, she has a pretty productive farm at this point.
It's also where she hand wrestles grizzly bears when they come after the orphans.
Yeah, one of her children, Arashi, has actually become a pretty accomplished wizard at this point. So he does a lot of the heavy lifting, if we're being honest, when it comes to the
Well,
grizzly bears.
someone's gonna let her retire
Exactly.
after being the strongest thing in the universe.
Once you're One Punch Man, what else are you really gonna do?
Well, why would I One Punch Man when I've got Granny Cheeks?
What about you, Jekyll? Is there anything that you would like to add on?
To the conversation about Granny Cheeks, or
Well, I
No,
mean, you're in
I think in
the
general.
general area, so wherever you're headed from there, kind of just letting you continue yourself now.
I mean, I'm really just here to like kind of keep an ear open and see if I hear anything of interest. Well, what would I be interested in? That's the only other thing I gotta figure out because like I have to insane. So like, I gotta figure out my character's motivations here. Because like, why would I be here? That's the biggest question that I need to ask myself because I don't necessarily know beyond just this is the thing that everyone does.
That's fair. That's fair.
And so there would be a reason for me being here. It might just be that there's a bunch of people here. In which case, why do I want to go there when there's a bunch of people here? I need to figure out why I want to be here, and that's the bit I'm trying to figure out still. Is like, am I here looking for something, looking for someone?
So there's a ton of
You're a
people
mercenary?
here, you clearly like yourself, you said you want a bit of chaos. Are you looking to see what kind of chaos you could cause at the festival tonight?
It might be worth doing because that's the other thing is like I need to. Well, I'm probably not gonna do that yet, actually. So yeah, I guess then yes. I don't have a torch, but I have a lantern. Actually, no, I have flint and steel. What am I talking about? Okay. Uh,
Okay, so plan out what you want to do, and I am going to go to Toke real quick, and I'll come back to you.
okay.
Toke, you have your knife to this man's throat. You are trying to interrogate him. You've told him you know that he's got at least a couple others with him. Are you gonna give me an intimidation check, or what are we thinking?
Definitely an intimidation check. As I am going to be kind of pressing the blade into the back of his neck at this point, shouting,
Okay, now my baby is crying.
Do your thing, brother.
I know that the ambulance are used to spy. Who are they used to spy for, and how many more are there?
Oh, if I tell you, you'll let me live.
I'll kind of look up towards Yume on that one.
And just shrugs with like a slight nod of like, well, yeah.
I'll just kind of lean down a little bit. Depends on if the information proves credible.
Oh, eh, eh, uh, technically, I don't know. Uh, it, it was sent anonymously, but uh, I know what they are. And it isn't cheap to to do all that, So probably the Empress, if I'm being honest.
Uh, I'll ask again. Um, are you here with anyone else? And again, I will press that blade just a little bit harder against the back of his neck. Oh, fuck.
The last time that I ran this, I've always, if asked this question, said no. And that is what it will continue to be. Absolutely not. And no, I'm not saying that the Empress doesn't have anyone else here, but they didn't come with me. But
I'm just gonna look up at Yume and go, whoever sent him here, Kindos the spy. Do you think it's with what's on the parchment you gave me?
she kind of just nod acceptingly, most likely, to say the least. Um, Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh no. RNG gods, I love you. Hey, wait, no, you can't roll again. It's not fair.
Different roll. You're good. You're good. It's actually to help you. I'm also rolling for Yume. Uh,
I was so excited to see the second roll. I was like, oh fuck, I'm not doing that twice.
so here you are trying to extort this person for information, and out of the corner of your eye, you will notice a shadow that was moving. Uh, Yume will kind of call it out to you first to react, but they are closer to you. If you would like. to do something about it.
I do already have my blade out. Can I make an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, it'd be a surprise round for sure. It's a pretty small figure, you know. You're small yourself right now, so about 3 feet
Mhm.
tall. They're about eye to eye with you, and they're fully cloaked out in all black. You can see almost none of their face, but the gear looks like it's made professionally. Go ahead and give me that attack of opportunity.
I only have one blade out right now, so it's only going to be one attack.
We've had some stuff happen, but realistically in the timeline, this more so would have happened just as everybody was finishing up with their bows and based off when he actually came over here to do this shit in the first place.
I'm guessing that's not hit.
You may be noticing this guy. And he has kind of like what appears to be like a syringe in his hand that he was trying to get close enough to give you a little piggity poke with. But in the panic of it all, you're not going to get anywhere close to hitting him as you take your swing.
Mm.
And as quick as you do it, he is going to attempt to. Oh, come on! Just give me the charge back. Don't play it silly with me. There we go. Attempt to go invisible. I believe that is another perception check. Let's see.
Looks like invisibility only lasts one round. But becomes invisible.
I'm gonna allow it anyway, but you're probably going to struggle with it just because of, reality. But yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check for it, brother.
Come on. Remember, RNG guys, I love you so much. You guys are just my favorite people in the world. Yes, I love you so much. You guys are great. Hey, don't hit my. Oh, what the fuck?
Yours was already down, so it did not change it. But that was pretty funny. However, will not be enough. As
Harold Houdini has escaped.
kind of just as quick as you tried to take a swing at him, you notice a shadow that has seemingly started scurrying, heading away from the festival.
Ah, I can see the shadow on the ground.
Oh yeah. As
Can I make a wild attempt to throw a shuriken at him?
yeah, go for it. It's going to be pretty difficult, but I will allow it.
I'm sure. That's all right.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what to roll.
you're thrown into to nothingness.
All right.
Go ahead and give me a. We won't even make you because Yume is right there. Yume will step up though, kind of putting her hand on the older gentleman as he was about to try to sneak off while you were distracted. You see him now standing before you, frozen in horror, as he knows he was starting to do a no-no there.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn back to him and basically like grab up his like the collar of his shirt and yank him towards me and go, "Is this one of your little fucking jokes?"
Uh, uh, eh, eh, eh. Look, official uniform of the Matsuka Academy.
Just kind of toss him to the ground, and I'll look over at you, man, and go, "There's got to be more. If they're getting this bold, they've got to be planning something. We have eyes on Rakuya, yes?"
Yume nods and kind of leans in, Actually, you know what? Won't even lean in. We'll just kind of do a set of hand motions that you were familiar with to mean that 3 others have already been taken in or seen, dealt with, or otherwise interacted with tonight.
I will pull out some of my silk rope and I will gesture back if he wants this one taken as well.
Yume kind of looks at him, goes, "No, I'm not usually in the business of taking prisoners."
They'll simply pick up the old man and I'll look him square in his face, and with one last attempt, I'm simply going to tell him I would choose your next means of coin more carefully. And if your allegiance is not with Rikuya, I would stay far from the Ikaku Peninsula.
You will, see he still has that basket of necklaces filled with these moonlight necklaces, just off to the side of him here.
Take those with you, far from here. Don't offer a single other.
Kind of just nod. Uh, the loudest thing about the situation, frankly, is the overwhelming smell of urine that started to go down his leg.
Before he walks away, I would also like to casually lean over the basket of amulets and just kind of say, whoever is listening, Rikuya will be deleted. Rikuya will rule.
Okay, I like it. Um, with that said, Draco, do we have a plan of chaos?
Yes. Okay. So
Any of it?
I see a tree line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I disappear into the tree line, sort of somewhere back here. And then I'm thinking a little bit of flint and steel, more like back over here, you know?
Okay. We're setting forest fires today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, it could also be on like one of the tents and then spread to the forest, you know? But just something. Well, actually, if I'm standing behind this tent here,
Yeah.
do I see anyone that could see me?
Mm, yeah, I mean, you feel like you would have to try to do it stealthily, just because there are people like making rounds, and you'd have to be careful about the timing. But it's not being watched constantly.
Okay, I think I'll wait for an opening. I think a little bit of chaos is in order.
Okay, so I will let you try to do it from there with a stealth check.
All right.
That's
Let me
basically
do my
you
stealth.
trying to get your timing of it.
Stealth. Oh,
You're trying to
it's not
be
great.
sneaky here, but uh, one of the things you've noticed, this place is on high alert. Uh, you get the sneaking impression that at least a couple of the people that are normally dressed are also kind of watching you, and then there's also just actual guards that have been circling around. You don't really see an opening to do it from there yet. You could probably go deeper in the woods and get away with it without needing to stealth, but it'd take you a little bit. You'd have to go into the wood.
Hmm. I mean, the woods back here look pretty deep.
Oh yeah. Basically just comes down to, if you push even like a half hour, maybe not even that, say like 15 minutes in, you'll be deep enough to, not be seen where you can get a nice spot to start a fire probably.
I like that idea. I think I'll go with that.
Okay,
If
okay.
it's on too high alert for me to be able to do it, like close
It,
to this.
yeah, there's definitely a lot of people watching the perimeter specifically. So,
Yeah.
you go a little bit deeper into the forest, not right on the stalls, and use your flint and steel. Does that actually require a roll? I don't know if I've ever
I don't know.
actually
Let me
had someone
check.
try to use a flint and steel in game before.
Uh, it just says lighting. Wait. It says lighting a torch with flint and steel is a 4-round action. Lighting any other fire with them takes at least as long.
Okay, so it's just about the timing of it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you'll get your little. Let's see how much good Kindle you got here.
Yeah. How many dry leaves are we seeing here?
Oh yeah, this is looking real flammable right about now,
Oh yeah.
actually.
Okay.
You will 100% be able to get yourself, which is kind of funny because most of this forest is looking pretty lively, looking pretty lush. This is right off the river, but you just happen to find a area and it's got a bunch of old dead stuff.
Well,
Tree.
rice harvest is during the fall, right?
So right now we're going just right before the harvest, so it's literally the first week of fall.
Okay.
Um, but yes, yeah, to your point, 100%. Um, it takes a little bit, you get it all set up, you get a quick spark going, and it's gonna take a little time, but you've started a forest fire. Would you
Perfect.
like to
Once
do
I'm
now?
pretty confident that that fire will spread on its own, I'm going to immediately duck back to the festival to kind of blend in,
Okay,
preferably exiting in a different location than I entered the forest.
absolutely. So you pop back up a little further up, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Works for me. We have a forest fire that will now be looming. That's a hilarious first for me on this.
What the fuck?
I mean, that makes
Uh,
sense of the shadows,
uh,
the cloud movement.
well,
Eric's the one that
Which
did
way
this?
is the wind blowing?
No, I didn't do
Is it
this.
blowing
Jekyll
towards or
Maxon did
blowing
this.
away?
No,
yeah,
no, no. Draco Max didn't do it. Someone did it.
Oh,
the
someone did. Sorry, Jekyll Maxon has no idea what happened.
the lighting that you are seeing is supposed to be the kind of idea of this is a full moon, but there's still clouds out. So I was trying to go with like it's a really bright light from the moon, but you still have like cloud overcast. That's what I was
Michael
going
Well,
Jackson.
for.
depending on which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah. But Jackal just walked into the forest for a piss. He didn't set
I
the
would
fire.
Yeah.
say, with the look of that, it's going southeast.
Yeah, I would agree overall, which is kind of funny for where I'm imagining him actually lighting the fire. It's kind of just gonna go the opposite way in part,
So
but
if you go off the campfire, the way the smoke's blowing, it's actually going northeast.
that is also a fair point. Animation is
Oh, yep,
hilarious.
yep, yep,
Um,
yep. And so is the smoke over the grill, too.
Yeah, so if anything, the fire's going northeast.
Yep, northeast.
Towards the river.
Confirmed.
Nice.
Interesting.
So what you're saying is
Okay.
I need to start a second one over here.
If you would like to set
Can I roll a
the festival
perception to
on
see
fire,
if he's
yes.
attempting this?
I think what we can really say is we'll just say you did it a little further down here to start. So when it does go northeast, it'll still end up over by the fucking.
Okay, okay.
We'll be fine.
Did I see
Yeah.
I
him
got you.
do any of this by chance?
No, he made sure to go deep enough that no one was seeing him. Um, Not to mention you were in the middle of making a man quite
Piss
literally
himself.
piss himself. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, that was the first for me. Was not expecting that one.
A little bit
Kaza,
of forest fires, never hurt anyone, you know.
it's been a little bit since we've been at your brother. Where would you like to head out now to?
Oh,
Huh?
I was asking, is there anything else that's caught your eye for the festival? If not, just throw me
I
a
mean,
perception check.
I'd go where I originally saw Yame, and I would ask around.
You did end up rolling a perception check earlier where I said you not only spotted the finale of the archery, but you had also saw that Yume was down with Toke by that sketchy guy.
Okay. Um, I'll make my way along the bents and the just doing
A-
my duties of saying thank you for showing up. Have a wonderful day. Trying to be a man of the people.
As you were trying to pass there, did you say you want to go with Rikuya being your father specifically? Is that the lineage?
I more went along. He adopted me.
Okay, yeah, but in a fatherly sense. So to my point there being your somewhat brother, Akimoto Minato, happens to be getting quite saucy. You notice as you're doing your rounds, you're walking by the tables, and you do happen to pass as he's grabbing another. At this point, trying to get an entire bottle of sake rather than having to keep asking for glasses.
Is this pretty much his personality all the time?
Yeah, big time partier.
Okay. Along the pecking order, where is he?
Um, being seen as a official son of Rakuya, he's supposed to be in direct hierarchy to inherit, anything that Rakuya was to leave behind. Definitely not a good look in general for the family. The some of the way he's behaving.
Hmm. I'll
But no one's seeming to mind
I'll
it.
walk.
I mean, they're all having a good time.
I mean, yeah, and I get that. This is a festival. I'll just, you know, pay my respects to him because obviously he's of higher status than me, of course.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I'll just be like, it seems like you're enjoying the festival. A little too
Ah.
much, if I might add, but hey, you do you.
At this point, he has secured that bottle. Say you do you. He kind of just cheers with you. And he slaps an arm around you. This is why you're my favorite family. And he just starts to take another swig as he lets you on your way as you're doing your rounds.
Um, I will nonchalantly look at him and be like, just don't get too far into the drink. I do have my suspicions. Um, and our father asked me to just let everybody know, stay on their toes.
Kind of leans into you. Yeah. Are they expecting combat?
Quite possibly. I know some of our hired help has uh, been following some leads.
He kind of just shoves his katana at you and he goes, "They won't hit a unarmed man, would they?"
I will grab his katana. And I will just be like, no, no, they will not.
Oh, good. And he just immediately goes back to drinking and completely satisfied not having a weapon on his person.
So what kind of katana do I have now?
Definitely one bearing the insignia, the family's crest, I guess is a better way of putting it. But other than that, it's just a katana and a black scabbard.
Alrighty. Is it masterwork quality?
Yeah, yeah, definitely from the
Good to know.
family. I put that on
I
the
will,
thing for you.
yep, I will slide that down into my sash. And I'll be like, still, if you notice anything suspicious, either let me Or the hired help? No, please.
Eh,
And I will, and then I'll just be like, other than that, enjoy your drinks.
he's gonna look down at like the hole of the bottle, the neck of it, I guess I should say. And says, I think someone's sneaking some of my sake.
How dare they?
As you continue on, doing your rounds. Um, we are going to be wrapping up the festival, having our big interjection soon. Is there anyone would like to wrap up in their ideas of the festival before that happens? And I will say that when that does happen is the same moment that the fire is going to come up. So
All right.
Mhm.
Before we do this, because my whole goal is to get back to Father. He's probably gonna see the blade on me now and be like, "What?" I'm gonna. I'll be like, "Yame, there you are," and then I see him, and I'm like, "Thumbs up," and I just keep walking. So I'm
Give
gonna
it
get
up
back
for
over
me.
here by him.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
not a good place to be, but because I feel like it's about to be an assassination, but my character doesn't know that. He's gonna do what he can to try and protect his father if possible.
Very nice. I like it. Rakuya will acknowledge you, um, kind of with nothing more than his eyes, but you very readily get the impression that he is thanking you, um, or just giving you recognition and respect for trying to be the good one, making an appearance of the family.
While
He
also doing my jobs,
uh,
also
he
trying to protect.
he
I
watches his
try to,
actual son drink.
and I will say to him, he handed me the blade. Don't ask. It's in my possession. It will not get lost.
He kind of just gonna offer his hand out. You can keep it if you'd like, but they are a little heavy.
They are not of my liking, but and you know this.
It's up to
But who
you.
knows? Maybe it might grow on me. It might grow on me.
All right, he's gonna keep it. Very nice. Okay. Anybody else have anything else that they want to wrap up for the festival?
No.
I feel like I should probably draw the line at not just murdering anyone outright yet, so I'm gonna not do that.
So
Oh, the
I
percentile
would
rules
assume
you're gonna make me percentile for. Yeah, you happen to notice that there is one older dwarf who clearly has been going pretty hard on his dwarven spirits, and it's rare to see a dwarf drunk. And yet this little man has started hobbling off into the forest, stumbling into trees and vomiting, and
Yeah, I'm gonna be following that man into the forest.
figured you would be. Want to give me a stealth as you go in to see if anyone's gonna notice you?
Yes, I can. You know, what's funny is I meant that I wasn't going to murder anyone, but since you've given me the opportunity, I will.
Well, that's why I said, oh God, the things you're gonna make me roll percentiles for. I was like, well, now I gotta see whether or not there's a good situation for you to do that.
19 to stealth.
Okay, okay. Well, definitely beats the general public. They're busy enjoying the party. They're not worried about this one guy specifically. And the gentleman's in question, like I said, is kind of just bent over in front of a tree right now, vomiting. Got one hand on the tree, kind of holding his stomach. He here how do I describe this? for lack of a better word, this guy is like a fire hose coming out of his mouth.
A vomit?
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
The dwarven stomach is strong, and there's a lot in it, and everything's coming out of it right now.
Okay.
But he doesn't
He's been
notice you.
poisoned.
Perfect. Well, so normally it's like, oh, you'd stab someone from behind, but I actually do better damage with my fists, and they are lethal. So I'm basically just gonna beat him to death.
What a sentence! I love it. Yeah. Go ahead and give me what would it be for coup de grace? I think it's damage. You're gonna hit, right?
This is the fun factor to figure out how to do an unarmed strike through this, because I do not know where to do that.
Here, let's see.
I don't know if it'll show. I might have to manually roll it. I don't know if it'll show up as a thing I can do.
Unarmed. See if that works for you. Put it in your inventory.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay, so is it going to use my 1d6 for damage, or?
I believe I have that set up, but I mean, honestly, not sure. That's fine.
Okay, we'll find out. Let's see. So unarmed strike. I'm just gonna roll it plain real fast to see if it's doing the modifiers or not. I'm just gonna see what it ends up as. That is not right. That is claiming that it's doing a 20 damage. That's not right.
Yeah, I think that I just tried to fix it, and I think I typoed in the process, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't process it quick enough, because I put in a 6, but it's showing that it rolled a 1d34 for some reason.
I can probably just manually roll it. It's just gonna be a d20 plus 4 to hit, because it's using my dex.
Yeah, go for it, brother. This should work, though. I don't understand. I'm gonna do another one just to see.
How do I... Oh, there we go.
Why is it doing
Damage
64?
23.
It should just be a 6. Why is it doing... Where's this 4 coming
Okay, well, it's
from?
not a great hit.
No. However, let me double check something just real quick.
He said, I see you wanted to do this. Did you mean make him a god?
I do love you hitting for a casual 23 with your bare fist at level 1. That's reasonable.
Of course.
I'm super lost on that because it definitely
I was
says
about to
like
say,
what it should
the
be on
half-orc
the
has
screen.
to find that admirable.
I don't know what I screwed up there. I'll figure that out in a second.
Yeah, you got a good bonking fist going right there.
Let me see where it's trying to pull from.
The bonk is strong with you.
It thinks it's rolling like I put it as it should be rolling a 1d6. For some reason it's rolling a 1d64.
Huh.
Then he's low rolled twice.
Went up 64.
Well, the first time it was rolling a d34,
So I'm counting this target as helpless. I had to double check the rules, but this makes a coup de grace, which means you don't actually have to roll to hit. It's an automatic hit, and actually is an automatic critical hit. You just have to roll for damage and then actually see whether or not he survives this.
Okay.
So 23.
23. So it's going to be, I think it's also d6 plus 4. Oh, wait. Would I have proficiency to the attack? I wouldn't have to damage it now, but like, okay, that's fine. I'll figure this out later. D6 plus 4.
So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Oh, 2d6, and then I'm going to add another d6. A total of 8 damage.
8.
For 8 damage, so now he would have to survive a... How much health do I want to give him first? Let's say... Okay, so he wouldn't be fully dead. And then... So it'll be 42 plus 8. Oops. Oh yeah. Would you like to describe how you killed this drunken dwarf bent over a tree? Or bent
I gotta figure out how I do that with my bare fist.
What are
That's
you
the
doing
problem
on
here.
that
I'm not using a knife, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here to kill him, but I know I'm killing him somehow.
Bashing
Pretty
his
brutally.
skull in with the tree.
See, that's where my brain was going, is like you just walk up, grab the back of his head, and just start smashing it into the tree.
I do like that idea, yeah.
It depends. Is it a stump or is it like
Well, so the
make
thing
him
is, though,
deep.
I want to leave his face recognizable. I don't want him to be unrecognizable. I want people
Well, no,
to know
that's
he's
what I'm asking
dead.
if it's a
Make him
stump or
deep
not.
throat a fucking twig,
No, it definitely
like a
has his
branch.
hand on the trunk of a whole grown tree. This is not a stump.
Oh, it's a whole gold tree that you bashed the
Is
side of
there
his head
is
in.
there like a limb hanging out or something?
Not close to his head. It's a pretty healthy tree. Pretty big
Oh,
tree.
okay. I was about to say, you take his fucking face and just fucking slam it into that. I mean, the face would still be recognizable.
You
The mouth, no.
Yeah, you notice. So you just slam the side of the face into the tree repeatedly. It's still a recognizable face.
I mean,
That
well, wait,
works.
you're doing this barehanded?
Yes.
Just snap his neck.
That's lame though. I wanted something a little more violent than
Why is it
that.
lame?
It's lame.
I mean, everything about his death is lame. He's about to be found with his pants around his ankles, covered in piss.
Okay, fine. I'll snap his neck. There we go. That does keep him pretty recognizable, I suppose.
Alternatively, you just clap your hands really hard over his ears and make him a paraplegic,
Ooh.
and don't actually kill him.
No, I want him dead.
Okay.
As much as I want to, I want him dead.
Fair enough. You can also just do a terribly savage beating. I mean, there's nothing wrong with breaking a man's ribs.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Maybe kill him with like internal bleeding rather than like direct like head trauma.
I'm
I
not
like that. I like
saying
that.
that I knew a man, and I'm not saying that that man was my father, and I'm not saying that that man was sleeping with his friends' wives. But that man got jumped, and broke like half of his ribs, had his bottom teeth put through his lip. Like, shit happens.
Yeah.
Anywho, um,
Anyways, yeah, we'll go with the brutal beating. We'll go with the brutal beating. Hope he dies in the process, but
I
But-
am going to roll another percentile though to decide. Oh yeah, so you do this. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You now have a lot of blood on you though. You did not do this
Yes.
cleanly.
that is correct.
Just throwing that out there, making sure we're
Yeah.
on the same page.
Such things happen. Such things happen.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Anybody else? You'll be popping, just back into the festivities as things will be kicking off here. Does anyone else have anything?
Oh, well,
else?
hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
need to do one more thing.
Hit me.
Yeah.
So, I have a dagger here, right?
Yeah.
And I got to leave a little mark here. We can't just have it be a mindless killing. They got to know who did it, and they got to know who it was for. So we're gonna carve a little sign on him, little symbol on his face.
Okay. Any type of specific symbol, or just this is just gonna be your calling card symbol, and we'll figure it out.
No, I can DM you what it is, but I can't tell the rest of the party. Darkness would know what it is because I've told my character out of character, but rest of the party
That's
doesn't
not
know.
fair. No, I'm fine.
I love it. All
Let's
right, you can hit me with it. You go ahead and get that carving in. You'll have no problem doing it. Everybody else is busy being a normal human. With that said, if there's anything else, anyone else have anything else they would like to add in before the festival gets interrupted here? Everybody pretty cleaned up? Pretty closed
I'm
up?
good.
All right. Do, 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 do.
What do you think of that storyteller? What do you make of that?
Oh, God, let's see.
Hey, babe. Can you finish this one and take it back?
Okay, very cool. I
We're about to start combat. Okay.
Let's see here. Let me make sure I go back to the calls. Make sure things keep recording. And then you will hear a combination of things. This is the first time I've had to narrate this way. This is funny. Firstly, you'll hear a set of kind of exasperated surprise and some other people screaming more out of a fear as a band of Imperial troops come out. I forgot that this didn't size right. Let's change that real quick. Oh no, this should be showing us large. Alright, well, whatever. Just pretend that this is bigger than it is because it wants to be a coont. Actually, I can probably do it this way here. This never saves, but there. Okay. There is what appears to be some sort of lizard of some sort, very large lizard, fully in armor. It's being rode by a imperial officer that looks more like a scribe. They don't appear to have a weapon on them. However, they are surrounded by people on either side of them that certainly do.
Come on.
Just off in the distance, there's already smoke rising as the fire is getting real close to being on the edges of the tents now, and people have noticed and are already starting to react and try to deal with the flames. Meanwhile, the scribe is going to call out from the back. Let's see here. Let me pull this up real quick. By decree of the Jade Throne, this assessment is issued pursuant to Imperial Revenue Statute 4600, Mountain Border Holding Addendum 43, Section 4, Subclass 9, Articles 21 through 24, is ratified by the Jade Throne and enforced without regional exception. Payment is due tonight. Refusal will be recorded as obstruction of imperial function. Seemingly as if not waiting for a response from anyone, have a couple of gentlemen who step out and immediately begin to harass citizens, a club in one hand and a bag in another, as they are demanding people put valuables into the bags.
Wait, we're not part of the Imperial blah blah blah, are we?
I will pull out my second cookery and look at Yume for confirmation.
To answer your question, Carl,
What
you
the
are one
fudge?
of 3 regions in all of Minkai that is not under Imperial control officially. However, the Empress does not agree with that. That's a large part of why the trade embargo has been in place for dang near a decade now, because you all are refusing to pay what they consider your fair share to exist.
Oh, I look at my father and on that note, well, I'm not going to speak for him. He needs to speak for himself. Never mind. I'm not going to overstep my bounds.
Well, you notice that he doesn't seem to be doing anything just yet. You know, he's watching the situation, but he seems to be holding a steady hand for now. You are standing next to him. You know, if you want to say something to him about that, you are free to.
I I know we're at a very, what would you say, a hostile peace? Would that be a good way to call this? The situation we are in, like, we don't mess with them, they don't mess with us, but at the same time, we don't like each other.
He's kind of like looking as these guards start to accost a few citizens, and again, you know,
Yeah.
this is the Moonlight Festival. You're not even supposed to be drawing a blade in any form of dispute, let alone at a military level.
Okay.
So he's
So,
going to look at you and just say, I fear there will be war officially before the night is done. He
uh,
is quiet for a second. He says, but
Oh,
it's important we don't draw the first blood.
All right. Now, me admonishing them for their actions, that is perfectly acceptable, correct?
Oh yeah. Um,
Okay.
which, you know,
Um,
ultimately Toke would probably be getting the real first shot to do, as he is right up in their faces near the gate. You just let that older gentleman manage to get away with his life. He scurried away. They are.
and if that's the case, I'm gonna try and signal to Toke and Yanmei to like hold off. We don't want bloodshed.
I would remind you that if you are as familiar as we seem we are with each other, you would make note that the last
Yeah.
thing the Kiritaka clan wants to do is shed blood unnecessarily.
Mom's gonna be home pretty soon.
Okay.
Evan, those cups.
All right. That's good to know.
You
So at
will
that
see me
note,
with my blades out, though. I will point that out.
I did hear what you had asked as well, Toke, about Yume. Yume will kind of be looking off, assessing the total numbers of people that are coming in. Will just make a subtle hand motion of just that we can't move first.
Then I will start pacing back and forth, addressing them, shouting that you are not welcome at this festival. This is a matter of peace, and it will not be disturbed by you nor the Empress's will.
does my father maybe perchance have one of them microphone type deals?
There was a wizard that you had saw like cast microphone on Granny Cheeks earlier, so they could tell a story.
Yes, but I don't know where that wizard is at the moment, so I'm not gonna go look for him.
That is fair. Other than that, not at the second. If you want to do a
All right.
perception check just to see if that guy happens to be close, I am down for it.
Okay. I got a nice little. If this works, I might be able to
Lava.
do it. My nice little speech that I have set up. Nope.
Let's hear the speech anyhow. And I'll tell you this, guys. Something to keep in mind. I always say that you can kind of screw yourself by rolling if I don't ask. You might say something that's so good for RP's sake. I might not think you need to roll in the first place. But if you roll a 2 already, I mean, you can kind of fuck yourself.
It's gonna be a real good speech.
All right. So I raise my voice, and I say, "Halt, you imperial dogs! You are ruining the sanctity of this festival by your unwanted greed.
Okay.
Cease and desist and leave."
Uh, you will hear him yell out in response to that. I just have to pull it up. Give me 1 second. So I had to create.
I like the imperial dogs part.
Anyone anywhere near where you set that fire is going to be capable of hearing it roaring as long as it's working right now. Let me pull up my notes here. I already had something for what you
Is that the random crackling I'm hearing?
Probably, yeah. Which, as you
Oh,
say
that's me
that,
farting.
Toke, you'll look over to the side and you will see that the forest off to one side of the Moonlight Festival is completely went ablaze at this point. In response to
I am
you,
going.
Casso, he'll say, Imperial function must persist despite objection.
Well, this is not imperial land.
I
So
am
leave.
going to put my blades away, hand signal towards Yume, that I am handling the fire. One thing that will be noted about my character is I care about nature more than anything.
You're gonna put out an entire forest by hand.
I'm going to attempt.
He's gonna piss
The,
a
You know what?
lot.
I applaud the effort.
the first thing I'm doing after seeing the fire is I'm going to make a beeline towards the river, Kami.
Even as you do it, it's up to you, but you would make a hand motion and just say, leave it to the wizards.
Mm,
Leave it to the piss wizards.
all right, fuck.
Oh, I should
I'll
ask. I should ask
I'll
if I
hang
could
my
roll the
head,
diplomacy
but
check on that.
I'll hang my head, but I will follow his orders.
However, you will notice in following those orders that as you take one last look back towards the kami already seems to have noticed, and it is um, using their abilities to help fill buckets. And the
Okay.
forest is still a ways from where the fire is, or I'm sorry, the river is still a little ways from where the current fire is, but
Mhm.
it is also pouring water on the trees nearby to try to stop it from being able to spread.
From spreading. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to ask you to try to contain it.
Oh, where are all of these?
Then I would continue to turn my attention towards them.
Right
Yeah, they're
now,
right in front of me.
everybody's right near the entrance where you would have been led into the festival. Right near the bottom there.
Okay. So at
Um,
that
I would
point,
I would also like to
before
ask
we
how
get,
much would it take for them to be gone peacefully.
I'll move up. I need to do.
7,200 gold is what you're currently behind for this year's Tiv.
That's not what I want.
That's a lot of gold.
I had that much gold.
Someone's not paid their money. Now, could I interest you in a high interest loan?
You can't possibly think that number is in any way justifiable.
For one, where even are you right now, Jimbo? Like, where is your
Okay,
character?
I need. Wait, what is going
I
on
mean,
here?
I was
Oh,
going to
you're by the
slowly be
fire
making
still.
my. I was
Okay.
going to be slowly making my way over.
Remember, he was
Yeah,
talking
got
to
it.
the Tanuki.
Yeah, I just could
Yeah.
not find his
But
token.
I-
I forgot your
No,
placement.
so
Yeah.
I heard big fire and I saw interesting sight at the front gate, so I'm slowly making my way over.
Okay.
That's what I want. So 40
And
feet.
as you make the accusation that isn't enough, they'll claim, our scribes say you should owe us double. We've been tracking what comes in and out. You think we don't know about your shipments, but we do. You hide nothing from the Empress.
You think we dare hide? We're not those of cowards.
As you're having this conversation, you'll be front row for it, Kazo, as the civilian in front of you attempts to resist. He's given the guard in front of him quite a few things, but at this point, it's trying to take a small ring off of his hand, and the man clearly doesn't want to give it up for some reason, and the club quickly comes
And
across the man's skull, as you will
I was going to
immediately.
ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ready mage armor?
Um,
Or
you know
can I
what?
cast mage armor?
Y- You know what? Go for it. Why not?
Okay. Because all that's going to do is
The
affect
club
me.
does come cracking down. I would basically just look over to Yume for that you can unleash sign.
To be clear, when you say ready mage armor, are you trying to do it on the guy that was hit or on yourself?
Myself.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, you absolutely could do
Uh,
that.
Except for it won't let me. I don't know why.
Let's see.
It might not be a targetable person.
I'm trying to target myself.
Oh, I thought you were trying to help out the civilian.
Yeah, like a
No.
good person would
I mean,
be.
yes, but I mean,
I
yes,
thought for
but
sure you
no.
were trying to help
So-
out the civilian dog.
You don't even really need to target
Fucking
yourself at this
great.
point. I put it in as a buff for you, so if you just cast the spell in general, you can turn it on as an active buff.
Okay, so
Buffs
use
is the page next to spells.
mage armor requires at least one target.
Hover the mouse over your character and hit T on your keyboard. Does it work?
There we go.
Interesting. A couple of things are a little wonky, but that's fine. So it won't let me actually mark this guy as prone, but just know this guy is prone.
Yep. And once he gets hit, like I said, I look towards Yume for that confirmation to let the dogs loose.
And you will
Use
see them nod as they also kind of rush forward. I'd like to
+4 armor
throw in
bonus.
for a mental picture that there are more guards than are actively seen. The ones that do make their way onto the screen are basically the ones that you could think of as like the other NPCs and guards in the area weren't capable of getting to. Like these are the ones that you guys are actually responsible for. So you will see fighting break out in general, as well as many NPCs are or civilians, I guess I should say, running around trying to put this fire out. It's going a bit quicker because again the kami is rushing water into people's buckets and people are just having to run a little distance to get it to the trees here. But um, you're either fighting fires or you're fighting Imperials right now, basically. And just as everyone leaps into combat, you will hear a whistle from the very loud, obnoxious scribe. And you will hear a commotion from the back as a few more soldiers start crossing the river from the other side of the festival. And that'll be combat. We are going into officials. Let's see. I think I got everybody.
Right, well, I should probably click this roll button. Oh, you're done for.
I just roll for the NPCs
Also,
unless
nice.
you guys want me to roll for
No,
you.
no, I'll do mine. I didn't realize.
I'll grab mine.
Here, I
need to be
put into combat.
I had ban token rolling initiative for me. Because he couldn't. I remember he didn't roll. Every
Thank
time he rolled
you.
for me, he didn't roll more than a 10.
Hey. I rolled a 20 that time, bitch.
I meant for me.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
that's
rolled
rolled for you. You know what
And
I'm
that's why I
saying?
roll my own initiative. No fucking touches that.
Okay. Well, we will start it off with.
Oh my god, I would, okay, I would like to note real quick, I forgot about this. I've been tiny the whole time I've been threatening all this shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You are a tiny
He's
little
been
guy.
like squeaker level tiny.
Knee height.
Barking up at them.
First thing I am going to do is go back to a normal size.
I think you should bite their ankles.
Is that a standard action to change size or what?
That's what I wanted to look at.
I feel like it is.
Holy.
I mean, why do it? Just beat them up while you're small.
Store. Change size. Returning is a full round action.
Yeah. So I mean, you can if you want to, if that's how you're going to use your action. Otherwise, going tiny.
I know we're gonna be big. Why didn't I do it?
Well, it actually leaves you as the same general size as far as being 1 square, but small is just you've less filled the full square.
Oh, I was trying to like deactivate it or use it again, but alright.
It doesn't show it as marked active anymore. You should be fine.
Okay, cool.
And that is a full round action, however, so that brings us to you, Jiggle.
Yes. Okay, where's the fighting at?
So you see a bunch of civilians that are kind of freaking out as they see multiple people crossing over the river right now, but then there's also a bunch of original commotion and fighting happening on the complete other side, is about as far as way could be.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go over here. The only problem is I really can't get anywhere, so I guess I'm just moving, and then that's my turn.
Okay.
Moving a whole 30 feet.
You can move twice your movement speed.
Wait, can I?
If you use both your actions, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
then yes, I'm gonna do that.
So
Another
you
30.
got to move in a standard. Okay, so
Is it?
you're gonna get right in front of this guy.
Yes.
You'll notice that they don't really look all that equipped for combat so much. He's got a hook. It looks like it's probably used to try to like stab into like cargo boxes and stuff. If anything, it looks like these guys want to steal gear. And with that, we're gonna have our first update of the quest. We're actually gets a little update like a game.
I
See,
love
I get
that
to
I
do
can
fun
just
things because I now have water at my disposal that I can drown someone with.
protect the citizens, protect the extra food reserves, protect the monk's donation chest. Okay, so we got side objectives here, guys.
So how quickly I can get up to that
So that's
chest.
probably one of the chests
was-
right here.
I was eyeing the chest up top.
I
and figuring
remember
how
walking
quickly-
past it. Oh, yep. Good
Yeah,
eye. Good
I'm
eye.
seeing how quick I can get there. I think it's gonna take like 2 turns.
With that, Carl, what's Kazu doing?
What?
Your turn in combat.
Oh, that's not fun. I want
This,
to kill
Yes.
this guy here's the one that just bludgeoned a civilian, most possibly to death. It's not actually
Might have to
clear if
leave
he's dead or not.
Carl and Yume to this.
Well, so what I want to do, we're gonna see how this is gonna work.
Is Yume involved in the fight or no?
So goes back to
And I'm
that
gonna use-
that clarification of any NPCs around you that would be fighting. Just imagine they are fighting. They're just fighting people.
Oh,
that
sorry.
aren't on the screen. Yeah.
Dang, I have to go square by square. I can't go in between.
Hench Frog's really going at them, I imagine.
What
that
what
sucks.
exactly are you trying to do, Kazo?
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Grease and use my arcane exploit. So that moves this DC up to a 20. But I want to try and get the lizard, the human, and the human all caught up in it.
Let's see what you got. You should be able to get that in the size. I
But-
don't think it'll be a problem. When you use the
Well,
spell,
it's got, I
it'll-
gotta go like half square in order to get everything. If that makes sense.
go ahead and cast the spell. If you cast it right there, I nearly guarantee you it'll show it in encompassed. Oh, maybe that's
Okay, I've also got to use my arcane exploit. So that is features.
It's really
I will
that
click
small
on-
a radius.
There you go.
How do I?
You said that the DC is going to increase it by 2, basically.
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
we have reflex there.
Oh, potent magic is what it's called.
Yeah, I
When
got
yeah.
And it didn't matter.
you. Okay, So the riding lizard is the only one of the three that is going to be able to stand on their feet still. You get the impression that being a quadruped might be a little bit better at staying on its toes, or skills in this case, claws. However, the other two definitely are not prepared for a spellcaster out here in the mountains, so they fall prone. I loved the festival music I picked, by the way.
And let's see. See what's close. Introduction, so I gotta hold off until there. I will.
I love that there's just happy music going on in the background.
I got it. I got what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, the party is still playing,
Allow me.
for sure.
I love it. I kind of want to do that with one of my campaigns, just like make like a battle soundtrack.
Oh, 100%. I think
I'm gonna move back that way so I can try and stay out of range for minus the lizard.
Okay, okay.
Lizard, I'm kind of SOL.
The lizard, you'll notice, does look pretty angry. Like it wants to get a mouthful and take a bite of somebody, but it is being kept in its place. Honestly, it seems to be about the same situation with the man holding a rather large polearm to the other side of the lizard. He's holding his ground next to what would appear to be the leader of the group, referred to as the Yorukai in this area. They're holding their position while the other guys push forward. That brings us to you, Darkness.
Deciding. They probably got it down there, and there's more people up top, so it's time to fucking beeline it.
Do
upwards. And there's my 40 feet of movement done.
Okay. The scribe is going to pull a piece of parchment from their pack, and you will see them read off something as they and the lizard that they are riding on disappear. Oh, that guy was supposed to be showing.
Cowards.
Them sons of bitches, it was a setup.
You'll have a.
But they did draw first blood.
Have a couple other guards step forward. Oh, I guess he's not supposed to yet. My bad. As the scribe is teleporting away, you'll just hear a last call off of "The Empress shall be informed," and he disappears. Meanwhile, the man who just bludgeoned a civilian to death is going to step forward and see who else wants to taste the blood of his club. He doesn't quite get in distance of Yakazo, but he is just shy of it. You'll hear the man in the center, the Yorukai, just start to call out a bunch of commands to the various soldiers as the start to take a formation. And you will see another civilian get attacked over here on the side by you, Toke. Try that again. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Definitely critical hit. For what normally would have been 7 damage became 37, which is wild.
Liquidation.
Yeah, so Toke, you took that full round turn to get large again, and as you are growing in size, you watch a woman be brutally bludgeoned to death in front of you. So that was the decision you made. I hope you're really happy with yourself on that one, brother.
I will
awfully evil
fucking
of you. I
come to
can't
your
believe you do
house.
something like
Don't you
that.
do that. I
Yeah.
will buy a ticket, Shane. Don't you fucking play with me. Is this a civilian or a bad guy?
Bad guy. He's walking up to cut your ass off now. And it is back to the top. You'll hear multiple screams in the crowd as a couple of civilians have been bludgeoned, and at least one of them is definitely fucking dead. Just absolutely not alive.
Paste. The paste.
That doesn't do both attacks.
Let's see. Kukri, details, actions. It is. That's not incredible. Nice. This.
Why you measure? Why you measure?
I'll figure out the rest later. I think that's most of it, though.
Who measures? Who measures? Oh, it's Carl. Okay. I got scared. I was like, no measures.
Did you roll
Yeah.
your other attack? You did. Okay.
Nope.
You have a 14 and a 12. You assume you're hitting this guy right here. Just barely shy on both.
Oh, the fucker.
You try to get a nice stab in. It is hard to find a chink in these guys' armor, and it is nice that it's Imperial. These is not a bunch of bandits and morons coming to attack you. This is a well-organized army. Those attacks will miss.
Can I still make a 5-foot step?
Yes, as long as you didn't move, right? So yeah.
Nope.
Yep, you're fine.
And that one doesn't promote attack of opportunities unless I exit his range, right?
A 5-foot step is actually the only way that you can move out of attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Without attack of opportunity, I should say.
Right, I got what you're saying.
Draco Michael!
Yes.
That's not right, but you got me. You were up, my
Yeah.
friend.
So,
I
correct me
actually
if I'm wrong, this dude right here is hostile, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, I actually forgot to put them into turn order, apparently,
Initiative.
but they will start after this. You are free to go, my friend.
They
I
showed
could've
up a little
jumped over
late.
there. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, they're
alright,
crossing the water, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna move my 5 feet here, and I'm gonna beat the devil out of this guy. And because I only made a 5 foot, I think I can still make a full round action, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Which I believe means I can attack twice because of flurry of blows. Let me double check on that.
That's also correct.
Yes. Cool. Okay, so I don't. Did we get the roll working, or is it still broken?
I think it's still being funky, to be honest. I don't know why the hell it was doing that 64.
Okay, we're checking. So
I will get that figured out, though.
D6 plus 4. Wait, no, sorry, D20 plus 4. A second one of those, because there's 2 swings.
Oh, yeah.
18 and 22, I'm assuming land, right?
Oh, yeah, both will hit.
Okay, so then it's going to be 2d6 plus 8, because there's 2 of them. It's 18 damage.
Oh, yeah. Let me double check.
Nice.
Yeah. So you are going to single-handedly not just reduce this man from full HP to 0 HP, but you are also taking his full con modifier after the fact. Would you like to describe your kill?
I'd like to think that I probably, I don't know, I smack him to kind of like disorient him, kind of not knock him out per se, but like where he's not really
You
able
did
to
a lot
do much,
more
and then
than
I
that,
drown
buddy.
him. I want to drown him.
God.
Yep, I knew it was going there. I was waiting for it.
Yep.
Alright, you give him the old good smackaroonie, and just as he wants to come back and look at you angry, his head is suddenly underwater. And,
Yeah, the old dollar store stunning strike.
The last thing he sees is a fish looking up at him, wondering, glub glub.
Splendid, splendid.
Carl.
I'm going to move my 30 feet. I'm going to move my 30 feet.
Okay. He's a little bit hard to see, but there is a guy right there. I'll give you the ability to change that a little bit if you want. I need to change these icons later. They're a little too small.
Where is he?
Right here.
Okay. I didn't see him.
That's why I said you can change it up a little bit if you want. There.
I'll go right there.
Hello?
He is.
Hear me?
He is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And on that note,
A
I'm
little
going
bit
to
easier to see.
use at least one target. So we're going to press T, but it's not on a target. It's going to be on the grease. Boom. I'm setting the grease on fire with spark.
We'll
Choice.
rock with it. Let's see. Radius an object to actually ignite an object. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give the grease fortitude. We'll just say that it does catch fire. And you'll get a nice little toasty blaze going here. I guess I'll count that as a swarm, so I'll just roll. Alright, they both take 4 damage.
And I'm guessing the fire, how long will it take for the fire to spread?
It doesn't seem like it's really going to spread outside of the grease. There isn't quite enough to catch around it. The grease is actually, if you notice, on a bit of a stone path where they had rode in from. So this specific spot really doesn't have much to catch on of anything.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do is touch the grease on fire and hopefully hit both those targets that were caught in the grease.
Oh yeah,
That were
definitely.
also prone.
Definitely caught them both on fire, did 4 damage to them. And then you see them panic as they are trying to get up. However, it definitely hurt them. I think it'll probably make it a bit easier for them to get out of the grease as well. As far as you could see a lot of the grease already being burnt up. I can remove this participant. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I moved. I acted. I'm good to go.
Perfect. The Enforcer is going to go ahead and spend their standard action and get up from prone. And then they are just going to step out of the fire now and look over at the commander. Kind of just waiting for orders. It is not going to push forward. Darkness, my friend.
You might find this crazy, but it's time to move 40 feet. You're not going to guess the next thing. End the turn.
Yeah, I feel it.
I know.
Do you only
I
have a
know.
movement of 20?
Yes.
Oh.
You will
I'm a
notice.
revolutionary.
Hikaru is actively beating the shit out of Imperial that is attempting to take the little stash of gold from his belongings.
Oh, I imagined that was the most violent fight you've ever seen. But
Right.
look at the man.
With that said, you'll start to see some of these guys coming in from across the river. The scribe is also gone. Remove them. Yeah. This guy will also move. Yeah. He's gonna kind of stand up and just guard the back of his ally here and try to make sure that he can't be flanked, as he is going to just start looting it, taking some of the donations from near the welcome entrance here. And then you'll hear the sergeant call out. It's too many of them. Pull back, we still have our men. Toke, the guy in front of you, is going to hear this, and he's not gonna care. He's gonna take a swing at you anyway. He wants to
Okay, bitch.
make you feel pain.
All right, bitch. Let's go. What's up?
It
You got
is
personal beef with me?
not want to work for some reason. I was having this issue last time. I forgot to.
I'll fucking look
figure
you in
that
the face while you do this shit.
It says I have you targeted. It says I'm not threatening anything. Let's try this one more time, and then I'm just gonna roll it differently.
You can't. I'm untouchable.
Yeah, not gonna work. Okay, well, D20.
Oh wow. That's what we're doing, huh?
So
That's what we're doing.
he was told to call back, but he's feeling the bloodlust. Oh, but he does not confirm. He will
That's
hit.
fucking wild. My man just said, you know, let's just roll a D20. Bam, Kiriko. You son of a bitch.
You remember the last time we started this, and the very first round of combat, it hit chance for critical?
Yes.
I will still hit you for max damage, though. You will be hit
Oh, that's
for 10 damage, more than
80% of my health.
Oh, no.
No, that's all of my health.
He's got a +2 to strength, so he's gonna
Oh,
whop
yeah.
you. You are going to taste dirt, the actual a little bit of iron in your mouth as you start to bleed, my friend. You were so lucky that I didn't confirm on the critical.
I could make another character.
It's Talk 2. It's his brother.
I make the bard everybody wanted.
This guy's already drowned, so he's good to go.
No, you just make the brother that's got the exact same name tag. Problem solved. You're gonna play the exact same character. They're identical.
Just make his name sound slightly different, or literally choose an exact copy. That one's also funny.
No, his name's exact copy. They're identical brothers. The parents didn't
They
know
even
what
have
name
the same
they were.
backstory.
Yeah.
All right, so give me a death saving throw.
Fortitude, right?
As you, or Constitution. As you start
Okay.
to do that, the guy next to you that clobbered that woman to death is just gonna start going through her belongings, trying to see if there's any valuables on her, take off her jewelry. You will make your
30-20.
save. Absolutely. You're stabilized. Michael.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sometimes the name is not. I don't catch the name immediately.
You're good.
So actually, I think I basically just spent a turn walking. Go 30, and then another 30. That's it. It's my turn.
Allow it. Carl, you just watched Toke
Yes.
get cut down in front of you. The commander for the Imperials is calling for a retreat, but at least a couple of the men are not listening.
All right. I'm going to shoot my crossbow at the one who attacked him.
Okay.
This would be a full attack, yes?
Yeah.
Well, single attack, full attack, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing for now, anyhow. And the 12 will not quite hit. Pretty close, but it bonks
Wait,
him.
didn't.
What? Go ahead.
What is the hold on. Combat. What is this? What is the crossbow? Is adding strength?
No. It's dex. Actually, you wouldn't be firing into melee though. It took a -4, so actually you should have rolled a 16. So you actually would have hit, and actually would have chonked him for a pretty decent amount of his total health. And for 7, you actually would have found a nice spot right underneath the armor, and you can already see the blood starting to leak out and leave a nice sheen down his leg.
Okay. I was like,
It's
that's
it
that's
was
a
the
little.
It was the -4 for shooting into melee, but he's not actually in melee right now because Toka's down, so. You
And
are
on
good to
that
go.
note,
As you do that, the largest and scariest man holding a polearm in the back is going to immediately take the word from his commander that he was waiting for, and he's just going to get the fuck out of here. He's a seasoned soldier, and he doesn't want none of the shit that's going on here. Darkness, we're back to you, my friend.
So we're gonna move. We're only gonna move 20 feet this time. Put ourselves nice and in between what I've realised is both of the optional objectives here. And we're gonna pull the weapon out ready and just scream, "Come on, fuckers! Show me
Okay.
what you fucking scum are!"
Alright.
Antagonize them, come at me,
And that
and then we'll.
they will, as we got 5, 10, 15, 20. We got that guy, and then it's gonna have his turn too.
He's gonna have his turn. Yeah.
So
Go on, come on.
they're not quite getting a flank or anything, but they are both going to go ahead and take a shot at you. Like I said, the thing that they have is more like closer to like a gaff hook than anything, which is effectively like a hook made to like bring in boats and hook onto cargo and shit like that. It's not made for what he's really using it for at all, and it also doesn't want to work correctly, so we're just going to have to like remake all of these. It's the first one. That's the other one.
Oh,
Look at
both
you.
whiff.
Both whiff terribly, as they already can see the men in the back are retreating and they're terrified, but they're trying to get that pay bonus for bringing in the goods.
They think they'll get that.
Let's see. Yeah. This guy's gonna go ahead and also decide that he's gonna pull back. And on his way out, he is going to coup de grace this guy, also killing him as well. He was bleeding out over here. He is no longer alive.
You guys are doing a good job protecting the civilians.
Can't protect everybody. I won't say that was a fault of you guys by any means. And this guy is going to absolutely run over the corpse through the blood on his way out and does not want to be here at all. He will also leave. Once again, calling out a retreat call, but he's not waiting around for anybody. Toke, your still body is laying in front of this guard who just struck you down. And he wants to kill you, frankly. He wants to end your life right here, but he's hearing that second call for retreat, and as he looks back, he realizes that almost all of his support is already gone, and he is going to sigh and step away from your fucking body.
Hey, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Are there any specific features or anything about him that stand out that I could remember?
Ain't you unconscious?
From like before you went down though, he did strike you down, Let's see if they're 6, 7.
Shut up. I know you did not just do that. Oh my god.
You know, dude has a kind of like unique. We'll say he has a uniqueness to his eyes. He actually has a rare
Okay.
condition. You know, he has one brown eye and one green. That's because one of his eyes is missing. That's a joke. You
Oh, I
are.
thought you were just telling me about, his two green eyes and then, the third brown eye.
All right. Jekyll Maxon.
Yes.
You are up, my friend.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna make my way all the way over here. Is that in range? No, it's not. Oh wait, yes, it is. I go with that angle.
Time to moonwalk.
All right, yes, I'm gonna moonwalk. No, I should have been moonwalking the whole time. I forgot to specify.
You won't,
that.
well, you
Yes,
won't.
I will be moonwalking my way over, and I think I can still make a standard action attack, just one, right? After I made a
Yeah.
full move.
Yep.
Okay. So I will make my singular attack. I also realize it's +5, not +4, because I have a BAB of 1. I forgot to do that, but I was hitting anyway, so it didn't matter.
There you go.
All right. And then, let's see, that's not going to be hitting. So that is my turn.
That will not be hitting. Then we go to you, Carl. The Imperials are pulling back. Toke is knocked down unconscious on the ground not far from you. Let's do a quick check-in, see how the fire is going.
I'm gonna get fucking burned alive. Is this fire about to spread to me?
No, I think the fire's coming out. It's healed to 15.
The fire is definitely not being put out very well.
Oh, not well.
Yeah, but it is being
Coming
put
on
out.
our
The commie
ration.
Not please me.
the commie
We're
provides
off the
some
ration.
bonus because that was already called out. But yes, it is going pretty terribly overall.
Tommy is spaffing on the fire. Oh, God.
How are the food rations going? Where are they?
You have at least one shop that has already been completely taken. There are a few barrels over here that probably could be moved. This shop, has some food on it, but I don't think you're getting anything out of here. The big, there's like a chest over here. But generally, you guys have mostly repelled the attack here. Things are looking pretty good. He's already
I mean, unfortunately, I
gone.
don't think I have any
Well-
spells.
Darkness, what do you
I have
got,
an
brother?
obscuring mist.
So before we start bonking, we're going to be entering this fun little mechanic called the Blood Rage.
Okay.
And why is it saying that I've got that should not be saying I've got 0 charges? Let me fix that quickly. So Blood Raging. And now, which one would we like to hit? Let's hit this one. Over the head. Really hard. Pretty
Question.
sure this should.
What's up, Kyle?
If I cast obscuring mist on that fire, would it help?
I guess I'd have to read the spell, but I don't think so. But I won't confirm. Let's actually
So
take a look.
I need to double check that is included. So that is not including all of my damage that should be doing because of my feats. Because of power attack, it's actually an extra 2 damage onto it.
Okay, so you're doing power attack that would decrease your...
Adds 2 damage. It does not matter about the decrease because I've got Furious Focus, so it removes the decrease.
Interesting.
I got the backup feat, so this feat wasn't as garbage.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we're gonna have a situation where you're going to do their total health plus their total con modifier. So, yeah, I mean, you are absolutely killing this man. Would
So
you like to
so
describe your guild?
we're going in for the full baseball swing, but not like we're not as nice as most people. We're not going for like the head to one shot, like to knock that off, or the chest to just destroy this. No, we're swinging straight at the kneecaps. Just
Jesus
sending
Christ.
his kneecaps visibly out of his body and him just flying backwards to his death.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
That
I had that. You see, most logical people
I'm glad you
would
get to
hit.
see these two together in
Yeah,
your
most
own little
logical. I was going
game.
to do this regardless. My first plan is when I kill someone was you killed the wrong one there. Was to kneecap them.
as you do
The,
that,
you did
the
you did
one
the wrong one.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, as you do that, the last one is going to immediately drop to their knees beside you in surrender, putting their hands down into the smooth sand at the edge of the beach there, and is not even going to look up at you as he just says, I surrender, I surrender.
Well, I'm guessing that why. Well, there's only one logical thing to do. Grab him by the nearest bit of clothing and start dragging him to everyone down the bottom.
Well, hold on now.
No, fuck you, he's mine.
What about the other one?
And the other one's dead.
Oh. Okay, well.
So this one here, Era, has been had his kneecaps surgically removed from his body. Um,
This one should be showing as
which is
alive, but for some
it's
reason
not.
is not.
But yeah. So I'm just gonna drag him down to everyone down the bottom because clearly that's where the important people are.
Okay.
The only reason I ran up here was because the food was up here, and that's obviously the most important thing. I can't drag the guy, but he's tailing behind us. Kind of throw him to him. Here you go.
I'm gonna do
Here's a present.
a final gauge on how the fire is going here. Mr. Firestarter, high or low?
Too high.
Ooh.
All right. I assume your desire was the fire to continue to grow.
That is correct.
Yeah. You will see that they finally start to get things under control as it burns further in. It's getting away from the forest, and there isn't quite as much left. It manages to burn down a couple of stalls, but other than that, they start to get the whole thing taken care of. And before you know it, you are left with a charred forest, but the flame is out and has left a smolder before there were trees.
Unfortunately, I wished it to do more.
Yeah. This might be the first game I do PvP in.
Who are you trying to bring your hostage here, like to Rikuya or to the party more
Yeah,
so?
I've just kind of thrown him to someone that looks important.
Okay.
The Daimo's too high up. I'm gonna go upstairs, dragging a body, so it's to
Probably.
the Kitsune person, whatever they are. This person, they look relatively important. So just here you go.
They are, in fact, relatively important.
As you drag them over, Yume is going to kind of look at them simply and do a couple of hand gestures for somebody brings over a small blade and kind of is holding it in both hands, not holding it like a
Oh,
weapon, more like
yeah, it's
holding
warm.
it
Got fans around.
on presentation.
How are you?
Good.
What's new?
Not much. How was your trip?
It was fun. We had
Nice.
fun. I'll show you a couple pictures. I went to a thing that was an out kind of similar.
He will say, or Yume will say, I'm sorry. Will you forsake your empress? Or will you die with honor? You'll see him kind of weigh over the decisions a little bit before he kind of takes the blade that he's being offered into his hand, and as he does, you'll see you may call for another. One of the retainer that you were speaking to earlier will actually step up and pull out his katana and kind of position himself next to this man. Uh, some of you, anybody who's actually seen a lot of battle before, might be familiar with what's about to happen. But as the man decides that he will die with honor instead of forsake his empress, he takes that small blade, he inserts it right into his stomach, and he drags across the sign. Uh, it's a terribly painful process, and so if you have any respect for a man, you do exactly what the retainer does beside him, and that is you offer him a quick and clean death. And so the retainer quickly takes that katana blade across the neck of that man and beheads him, um, giving him a peaceful death as a warrior. The man that you just dragged
More than
over
he deserves.
no longer has his head and is spilling out his guts at your feet, Ginzo.
Oh well. If they wanted to kill him, I would have just done it. Right.
As everyone is kind of gathering up and getting situated, Akimoto will finally speak after everything has happened. He kind of just cuts through the air. Everybody who was talking, all the murmurs, all of the chaos and the noise, all kind of just immediately dies down as he says, "Tonight was meant to be simple. A festival, a harvest, a time of peace before winter hardship. But the Empress tried to exploit this traditional time of peace. She makes trade in the Ikaku Peninsula illegal and calls it order. Our monks are told their surplus must be surrendered, as if food grows by decree. Our dwarves are told that their craft must be standardized to her liking, and now she sends collectors to take what remains, without compensation, without negotiation, without even the courtesy of truth." He gestures towards the civilians that are dead, and with that, you will see a couple who go to tend to wounds, including you, Toke, as you will come to consciousness to hear this speech as someone is actively taking care of you. But make no mistake, this is war before the soldiers have truly come. For months now, Imperial units have been moving, quietly. Not armies, not banners. Detachments posted where the trade narrows. This did not begin tonight. But you answered it by standing where you belong, and you made your ancestors proud. He's gonna gesture to the party, pointing to each of you, as well as a few others amongst the crowd who all were assisting in the defense of the Moonlight Festival tonight. And he is going to request that you all meet at the what is effectively the war room. He really just wants you to come with him. How did I have it written? I'm trying to summarize something, I might as well just fucking say it, my man. He says...
The music is still going on in the background.
Oh yeah, I again want to repeat, the band chose to play the whole time, irregardless. Zero fucks given. For us the festival is over, I'm afraid. Please join me in the palace. For As you all know in your hearts as I do, that Shinkiao does not rebel. It demands what it is worth. Good night. He will basically, you'll see some of his retainer, him and most of the people at least, that he gestured to follow him, will be leaving the Moonlight Festival, heading into the gates of Shinkiao. That is where we will call it.
I guess I would assume me as well.
Yeah, all of the party and some others. So,
Okie dokie.
we're calling it there for the night. However, if you go over on the far right-hand side, you got like where it says actors. Below that it says items, and then it says journal. If you click on journal, you have a new entry. If you go to utility, or actually I think that's, I'm sorry, campaign utility, there will be one that says mission dossier. It is your mission that before the next session you have read through this. There's a decision to be made at the bottom. You just have to come ready knowing what decision you plan on making in game, so you're not reading through this whole thing in game.
I will read this half an hour before the next session.
Yeah, I mean, whenever. That's fine, as long as it's before session.
That is at best it will be half an hour before the session. At worst it will not read it and I will just